Alright, we last left off in the People's Voice. The crew has finally managed to get together and they decided to get hammered as shit. As the People's Voice members, they decided to get hammered as shit. We leave off with the rest of the group. Rita, you're currently located at the boat or at the ship, the Caribou's Army Task Force or some shit. I don't know.
Caribou Army Task Force.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
regret calling it that.
Yeah, see,
Cats.
I can't wait until something terrible happens to your guys' boat so you guys can rename it to something better.
Yo, we gotta rename it to Medic.
So
Oh, you watched that
Medic.
Space Station?
So
You just
for,
watched that Space Station
We
13.
should call it
for
Rust.
Eudora, you're
Just
currently
Rust.
Okay,
rested
guys,
at the ship as well, and for Rita, you're also currently rested at the ship after just days of just wandering around doing nothing. Actually, well, no, not really days, but
Months.
okay, a day. You wake up in your room, Rita, and you're wide awake. It's the time currently is 8 p.m. or 8 a.m.
Okay. I wake up and can I hear anything? Can I hear anyone on the ship?
You don't hear anyone on the ship, actually.
Kind of curious as to where everyone went. I'm gonna go and actually check on the deck to see like where we are.
Okay. You
So what do I see once I get there?
you look outside and you basically see giant trees that are uprooted from the ground, and you see that the trees that is recognizable. Well, they're golden. The bark is a mixture of slight tinge of gold mixed with a brown color from the bark, as you see little bits and pieces of the gold glimmering from the sunlight from the early dawn. As you're just like walking around, you like start exploring the ship just to see where everyone is. You see that Eudora is currently sleeping in her room.
Oh god, this is getting really bad. Is her door like wide open and I just see her sleeping?
There's a small opening and you opened it, and so
Okay. I open the door just slightly, and I'm going to like stick out a finger and like what is it? Go over to where she's sleeping and kind of just like transform my finger into like a little bit of ink and just like start like drawing things on her.
Oh, okay.
What are you gonna draw?
What are you going to draw?
On her cheek, I'm gonna do my best to draw a smiley face, or at least what I think is a smiley face, but it ends up just looking like a very goofy, creepy looking face. And and then on her forehead, I'm going to write I don't know how to cook. On her forehead.
What color are you gonna use this?
In purple. In
Oh wow,
purple.
the most obvious color.
I know, the most obvious color. Who could it be?
Somewhere on her body, like a part that she would never check. Right? I was here.
Oh god.
So I'm going to write I don't know how to cook on her forehead, and then I'm going to find a spot like on her face to draw a gigantic dot, so then it could represent like a giant mole on her face.
Oh my god.
and then after that, I'm just gonna kind of.
Unibrow.
I'm going to like quietly chuckle to myself, and then I'm going to like shake her awake and be like, "Hey, hey, hey."
What?
Everyone's-
Hello. Oh, hi. Oh my god, am I on the ship? What happened?
I'm not entirely sure. I just woke up and everyone.
Okay. Eudora's gonna like wipe at her face, and I hope it smudges some of the ink.
Wait. So, Rita,
Like she's rubbing her eyes.
Rita, you woke her up after you did the drawing.
Yeah.
How long was it after you woke her up? Or before you woke her up?
Oh shit. Oh no.
So I drew in her face. So I guess like the smiley face took like 5 minutes, and then the writing took like another 3 after that. Yeah, she wanted to make a really good smiley face, but like I said, she ended up just making a really creepy looking face.
Okay, so
then after she wrote that, and then she did the mole like a minute after the writing,
Yeah,
and so
okay.
that took like that, and then literally a split second like later after that, she just woke it up. So
okay. Then
the first thing that
you-
would have dried is the face, and then the words almost dried, but then the mole is like really recent.
You like start rubbing your face, and immediately a purple smudge just sits all over your hands.
What? Wait, what? What? Huh?
Oh yeah, it seems you have something on your face.
Well, Eudora's gonna try and find a mirror.
Okay, so you get up, you start walking to the bathroom, and then you look at yourself in the mirror, and I don't know what reaction you want to give, so I'm just gonna not say anything.
All you see is smudged words that basically you can barely make out. That it says something about you cook, and then on one of your cheeks, you have a really weirdly drawn smiley face, and then the spot where your mole was is now smeared, so it's just smeared across your face basically when you rubbed it.
You're right, I am a cook. Can I roll to like wipe it off?
Little for you.
I mean,
you
you
forgot
don't-
to
you don't-
realize
you don't
that
need to.
Eudora
You don't
isn't
need to.
exactly the smartest.
Yeah.
She's like the chick brick.
Femra.
Okay, so what was her reaction?
It was
Oh,
like
you're
a laugh and get away, please, leave me alone. It was like a laugh and a like what? Who did this? Like there's no anger.
You just turn around and you just look at Rita, and Rita's like do 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 do, like looking at every single wall.
Humor. It's just good fun. Yeah, she's gonna try and wipe it off though. Gonna ruin my skincare routine.
Okay, so you successfully managed to like wipe your face clean, and at this point, what do you two do?
I go over to Eudora and I'm like, so.
By the
like
way,
I
I'm
said
gonna be
before-
completely hands off with this shit, so y'all can take it away.
Okay, I go over to Eudora and I'm like, so, the crew isn't here on the ship. I believe they're probably out there somewhere. And if I'm correct, if my assumptions are correct, I think we are at the floating island again. If you remember that,
What time
Yes,
is it,
I
by the way?
do.
it's like I think at this point it's like 9 now.
Okay.
Maybe.
In the morning.
Yeah, in the
what
morning.
time did we like all pass out?
You
Did
guys
everybody pass out?
you guys all went to your inns around the time
okay.
of like the time of 4
I passed out
a.m.
on the beach.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh, like
Didn't
no,
I go back to the ship?
no.
Yeah, Vedic
you,
did.
you guys. Okay, so Vedic, you were taken to the inn by Yehogan. Yehogan basically
Alright.
kind of was a homie in all of this and kind of took you all back to the inn.
How did he take me back?
A lot of muscle
a
power.
lot
I
of
weighed,
muscle
like,
power.
2,400
No.
pounds.
He used his basketball,
Yeah.
He used
that
the
helped out a
basketball.
lot.
basically.
I would say at this point, Russ is probably woken up.
It's not.
And he
It's 9 o'clock, by the way.
yeah.
You guys,
So
you guys,
Russ
you guys slept around 5 a.m. in the morning. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know when y'all would have woken up by.
But yeah, so
Russ is kind of heavy sleeper now.
So I'm going to go up to Eudora and I'm like, I think it should be best if we go and find our crew, because who knows what kind of trouble they could be getting out there on this island.
That's probably a good idea. I could probably find Moira, because she like dangles her wrist. I got this thing on.
Oh, yeah, that's right. In her mind, she's like, that's right.
No responsibility.
I'm gonna look at Eudora, and I'm gonna be like, is there by chance you have food on you?
Eudora's gonna like rummage through her pack, and she's like, I got some raw ingredients. I have some popcorn from a while ago, so it's probably stale.
Can I have your popcorn, please?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, and she's gonna hand her like the typical like circus bag of popcorn that's been shoved in there for God knows why. It's in my inventory. I don't remember getting it.
Rita's gonna take that bag of popcorn and just like open it up and pour it all into her mouth. Just nom.
While she's doing that, Eudora's gonna like wave at her and be like, "All right, back in a minute," and she's gonna teleport to Moira.
So you're just gonna leave
Okay.
Rita?
You teleport.
Okay.
I know who you are.
You teleport.
Probably knows
You get into Okay, so you just teleport by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you teleport.
I can take people with me.
No, I
well,
don't
you
think
can't.
so.
You can't. You teleport, and you see that you're in a room, a very foreign room. You don't know what this room is. It appears to be an inn, and you see Steven fucking schlumped. Like he's like schlumped as fuck.
Busy night.
And then Moira also sleeping in the same bed as Steven.
Moira's like off the side of the bed, arms splayed out, feet in the air. Just like it looks really uncomfortable, but somehow she's still sleeping.
Hero, do condoms exist in your world?
Wait. Oh my god,
make
are you
sure they're
saying
staying
Eudora
safe.
walked in on them post-coitus? What happened? What happened?
Wait, what?
What? Hello?
As the player, I veto this and say that didn't happen, and she's just been passed out all night. This is too soon. Moira is a lady. She does not sleep with people on the first date.
Their clothes are on, by the way. I'm just gonna keep it real.
Imagine, like,
Doesn't
Steven's like
matter.
nose hairs are like a little bit short. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'll mute myself. I'm left.
I'm sorry, kid, we got off track. I'm sorry.
Steven, do your nose hairs have feeling at all?
No, he said he'll be back.
Yeah.
Dang. Guess I'll find out later.
Fun.
Okay.
Okay, so
well,
Moira's just like
Steven
sprawled out on the
here.
floor.
So, okay.
Well, it's-
Mouse are on her chest like usual.
Is this post-coitus or not? I'm sorry.
No, that's
I
they
can't say the
didn't
word right.
fuck.
Okay.
yeah, she said no sleeping on the first date.
It's at least the second date.
Class, I like
Well,
it.
Steven's in here, so Eudora's gonna go ahead and poke Moira in the face a couple times in order to
She
wake
just
her up.
like groans and swats your hand away. Ah.
Eudora's gonna jump into the air and land on Moira.
The moment Rita like,
Wake up.
wait, where are you gonna land on her? She's like sprawled halfway off the bed.
On her stomach. I
That's
guess.
gonna hurt.
Doesn't
Hmm.
matter.
Just like on the bed next to her, I guess.
Really?
Wake up, Moira!
Yeah. What? It's like 3 in the morning. Screw off.
It is not. The sun is up, and I am also up. Where have you guys been?
Drinking, partying. We played ping pong, but something happened, and now like Steven got really worried, so we drank some more, and then we all passed out.
That is an interesting turn of events.
It was.
Rita and I were looking for you because you weren't on the ship.
Oh yeah, we were drinking. Me and Steven are gonna possibly open a zoo.
Oh, okay. Can I be in the zoo?
Sure, you can be the main exhibit.
Hell yeah. How far away are we from the ship, would you say?
Well,
Can
last I remembered, I passed out on the beach.
Oh,
my
that's not...
God.
Well, I can't teleport back to Rita.
We can teleport to Vedic, can't we?
Well, you can. I've
You
already
can,
teleported
too.
to you. I thought it was a once a day kind of thing.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you have to.
Well, I'm sure he's fine. I feel no panic from the bracelet.
Well, I guess I'll go try and find the ship. This is a good number of our party located. I've done a good job for 9 a.m. in the morning. I'm proud of myself. Pat on the
Moira
back.
just like stands straight up and tucks Master, who's still sleeping, just like puts him around her neck, like, you know, those plane pillows? The plane pillows?
Steven, you wake up from your slumber and immediately you see that Moira is awake. In the and
Eudora is sitting in the bed with you.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Yep.
So
We're all in bed together.
Wait a sec. I'm awake.
Does your
Pussy
nose hair start
magnet
fusing in them?
over here.
Wait, describe the situation a bit more, please.
Moira's sitting up fully clothed with Rita, who is fully clothed.
Not
and
Rita,
we're
Eudora,
talking-
Eudora.
And Eudora is covered in ink.
No, not really, but
I wiped it off.
okay.
So, I have a fully clothed Eudora. That's very good to specify. Next to me, in the bed, with Moira close to me, like sitting up.
Fully clothed, cuddling Mouser.
Okay.
Do you know where the rest of our crew is?
You hear a very loud burp come from the lobby.
I think we found them.
I think he's over there.
Let's go, like, get them.
Yeah, Eudora's gonna Naruto run.
I'm
Like-
going to follow Eudora and do the same.
As soon as you get to the lobby, you just see like Russ like sitting by himself in front of like a really long ass table stacked with like different types of food and meat, and he's just going ham at it, just like eating all of it.
Moira just, like, walks up to him. Does she see any pancakes?
Yes, there are pancakes there.
I poke him in the shoulder.
He turns to
I just stare at him with, like, the biggest puppy eyes. Pancake?
You see that he looks to the pancakes. He puts like his he's got like a bone sticking out of his mouth. And he just swallows it all. Like,
Oh wait,
Yeah.
shit. Sorry. I was
and,
can I be
and
across?
he just
I'm gonna be
goes-
across on the table and just go like, just give her the pancake, man.
of course, she's welcome. Hello, how are you? Good morning.
Good
You see
morning.
my plate's basically completely clear at this point. I'm just
Steven-
waiting for Russ to finish his meal.
Steven just walks up to them while, like, rubbing his eyes. Jesus, what the fuck is this?
Hello, Steven. And he's like really happy at first, and then his eyes narrow. He's like, oh, hello.
Moira just, like, grabs the plate and, like, plops down next to Vedic. And she goes, last night was really wild. I
Oh,
can't
yeah, that
believe
was
I woke
so
up in the
cool.
same bed as Steven and Eudora.
as soon as you say that, Russ goes to Steven, and like you see all angry head disappears. He goes up to him, claps him on the shoulder. You did well, friend. So,
You just see me. I'm just straight staring at Steven at this point, and I'm just like,
Russ screams, "Hey, everybody!" to the lobby.
Steven then just, like, immediately covers his, like, he covers Russ's mouth with one of his hands. Russ, I did not do that with anyone.
Fornicate?
Vedic approaches
It's
Steven.
not like I really remember
were in the same
anything
bed.
that happened last night.
Stop
Vedic
jumping
approach-
conclusion, Russ.
Vedic
Why would you
approaches
share a bed with a
Steven.
woman if you don't?
I don't know.
You're weird.
Why were we in the
Yeah.
same bed? I remember passing out on the beach.
Oh, that's.
By the way,
Russ
Vedic,
looks
what
down,
did
he's
you
like,
want to
"How the
say?
hell did I get here?"
Vedic, what did you want to say?
Like I approach Steven, just going. What do you want to say about this, Steven?
That he's a killer, dude. But a coward because you won't fight me. But it's fine. Eudora!
Russ!
What's up?
I'm incredibly hungry. All I ate is fish for like 4 days.
Moira holds up pancakes. Pancakes?
Yeah, I
The
was.
food. And there's like boar, like full ass, like cows just like completely roasted, not cut up or anything. It's like, dude, try some. It's good.
Oh wait, didn't we have a bunch of meat? That meat should have spoiled by now.
It's just all in
The meat
Russ's
should
like
have spoiled.
loincloth, like
You would
Thing.
let
Russ,
our
we had
hard-earned
meat
DNA
before. We should
Yeah.
probably throw that out or something.
right. He just throws it on the ground and continues eating.
Moira's
Very
just
hard
like
to get
sitting
that meat.
on
This is
her
incredibly
leg.
How does that meat smell right now? Just since it's been about a day.
Nasty as shit, but like you can tell Russ is kind of used to that smell. He's eating worse.
Oh, by the way, Russ, Vedic, I have to tell you something very important.
Yeah.
Steven
no.
just like he walks away a little and then he motions both of them to get closer.
Vedic, he didn't use protection. What did I even?
I
have to
look.
do that?
I look straight into his eyes. I look straight into Russ's eyes and just go, well, if that's the case, I guess we'll be missing
I'm
it.
going to be
I
an
guess we're
uncle!
gonna
At this
I was
point,
gonna-
Moira kind of feels nauseous and like throws up in the trash can.
Morning sickness.
Okay, can you guys just come over
Oh,
here for a
shit.
second? I need to talk
Sorry.
privately.
All right. What do you want?
By the way, am I
Both
my
of them come
6
near
foot form
Steven.
or 15-foot
Okay.
form? I imagine 6 foot since we're indoor. Anyway.
I'm talking to I'm waiting for
We're on the deck, aren't we?
No, we're in the inn.
No. We're in an inn,
Oh, okay.
and so,
So-
Russ walks over to you and is like, what's up?
When Russ and Vedic get close to him, like he literally just keeps doing the motioning until they're like whisper distance, and he's like, "Okay, guys, now you see." And then he just slaps both of them as hard as he fucking can.
Yeah. You see Russ just kind of like it doesn't really react to the slap. He looks at you for a second, he's like,
Can I stop you before the slap?
Dexter.
hurt. Good job.
Dexterity
I'm gonna
saving
go
throw.
Dexterity.
Dex save.
See, Russ
Dex
is
save.
just kind of takes
Against
the
my
slap.
dex.
No,
Just do it
against against his attack.
Oh, okay.
It would-
Uh,
So it would count. No, Dex save. It's a save.
Dex save.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same as my it's the same as my
Just do it.
regular.
I said just do it.
Okay. Okay.
can I give him the 21? That'd be nice.
No.
Either way,
You
Wait, but
block.
it's the same thing.
He fails to
Hold up.
block you and you get slapped.
you feel
Hey,
a
hey.
very hard red sting on your face. So you
Hey.
cheat.
Hey,
Oh,
fuck you.
man, he
I didn't
slapped the
say a
shit
thing.
out of you, dude.
Just like
I'd
in the
say it.
anime.
I didn't say a goddamn thing. All right.
It's not what you said. It's the way you looked at me, and I didn't like it. Now,
Well, I look at you the same way every time.
As
It's
you're
the same
talking,
face. That's what I've
Russ
been told
headbutts
by
you.
like 15 different other people.
Like you're. Yeah, Russ just completely headbutt you after you started
Headbutt
laughing.
Steven?
Yeah, break his
Yeah.
nose.
As you do this, you headbutt into his hair, and his hair is like solid fucking metal.
I wanted to headbutt his nose.
Oh, his nose? Well,
Yeah.
his fucking huge ass afro was in the way, and you got
His
hit.
nose?
Yeah. Well, no, it's like
I'm
this
smaller
weird.
than him
It's
right
like
now.
yeah, I know, but you're still taller than him.
No, I'm 6 feet. He's 6'9".
Oh, well, shit. Then yeah, you do headbutt his nose.
It's like,
6'7".
Sorry, fighting now?
Us, you dumbass. No,
What? You hit me.
because you. Like Steven
No,
just thinks for a
like-
second before being like,
Like this is Russ Stevens.
"This is Russ."
Yeah. All right.
But Vedic, you understand why I slapped you, right? Like,
No, I have no idea.
Wait, so are we fighting now or not?
no.
Because I gotta go get my weapon.
Vedic, is any
No.
of that meat rotten?
Probably.
One on the table?
Probably all of it.
I got
Pro-
it from
like
the
on the
guy.
floor. Probably all of it.
Oh, that's not good. I'm sure he could cook it up in like, to be fine.
Cook it up, you say?
Yeah, Eudora, do the thing, do the thing, do the thing. Please, please, please.
Which thing? I do lots of
The
things.
fire thing.
Oh, yes, I can do that thing.
Oh,
Yeah, she's just gonna set her hand on fire.
At this point, Moira is like looking
Good stuff around.
suspiciously happy, like more happy than anyone's seen her in a long while.
I'll approach.
Man.
I'll approach.
Russ
I'll approach
nudges-
her.
Nudges
and-
Steven, gives him a wink.
Us?
I'll approach Mora and just go, "Hey, so how was last night? You seem
It was
happy.
awesome. Me and Steven were alone the entire night, going bar to bar. I think I asked the kid for alcohol. We played ping pong. It was really fun until all these moths like covered me and tried to eat me. And I was like, no. And Steven got them away from me after a little while. And like, this weird man started talking about how he took something from me, but nothing was taken from me. I felt fine. And then I went to the beach, passed out, and woke up here.
If you're wondering why
Noted. I'll look into that. Probably not something serious.
if you're wondering why Steven hasn't mentioned it yet, it's because he got so hammered yesterday that he's just
Just shut the fuck up. Just don't
Shut
say
up.
anything.
Shut
just
up.
don't say anything. Just don't say anything. Just shush.
Wait, what happened?
I'll approach Rita. It's like, yeah, you should have been there last night. And then you just see sudden flashbacks to everything that happened in Ox that night. Nothing. Go back to Moira.
Moira's just like giggling and swinging her legs back and forth as she finishes off in her pancake.
Moira.
I'm glad last
Oh,
night
sorry,
you got to take some of the edge off. You've been quite stressed for the past few.
Yeah, but it was. Wait, why was I stressed? Who cares?
Because of the yeah.
If I can't remember, it's no point bothering to think about it.
I think there is, like, it's something to build off of, Builds character, makes you a stronger person. It's not like I want to live some revisionist history of myself that's not me, right?
I don't really know what you're talking about, because I legitimately don't remember what we talked about.
You know. It's fine. Hey, you're just a better just always keep in mind that kind of stuff. I shouldn't be lecturing you after this. Frankly, I feel like shit. It's like, he doesn't look like he's suffering from hangover. I feel like shit and, hangover and stuff.
Moira immediately goes into Dr. Moon and goes, yeah, you should have drunken a lot more water. Maybe you should drink some water now. I hear that it helps. And eat oily food. I've heard mint helps too.
Thanks. Mo. You're really good as a doctor. Thanks.
Thank you. I try very hard. By the way, your bracelet is just radiating, like, very content, pleasantness.
Yeah. What does that guy look like who took something from you?
I don't remember.
Alright. Okay. Just,
Moira.
Yes?
Oh. By the way, could you like fix me up just a little? And you see that Russ is like some like scars and he's like dried blood in some areas, mostly across
Oh
his
my
face.
gosh! What did you do?
I was mad that
Fight
Steven would
again?
fight me, so I beat up some people. But it's cool.
where's everyone else?
Oh.
Where's...
Moira's just treating Russ.
Eudora
Battering away,
has her
scolding
face-
him.
Eudora has her face like shoved full of food, and she stands up abruptly and like slams her hands on the table. She's like, "I forgot about Rita." And she's gonna like dash out and attempt to find the ship.
I'm gonna go with Moira and just go... Or, no, I'm gonna go Eudora. It's like, yo, oh, wait up.
He grabs his hand and just starts running.
Oh boy, we should probably
I don't
follow
even
them.
know where I am. I should
You're
be
in your
with
room.
Steven and Mora,
Like-
but
You're in
Just
your own
screams,
room.
Nox! And, like
Yes,
the kind of shakes a little bit, or the in.
While we're running, is like, did you check the other rooms?
For Rita? No, she's at the ship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
she
thought,
found me.
I thought we were
woke me up
checking for
this
Nox, but
morning.
whatever.
No, I need to go get Rita. I said I'd go get her when I found Moira and you guys, and I found Moira and you guys.
Ian, like, how far are we away from the inn now? At this point,
Do I got rocket boots on?
I don't know.
Can
Just
I
like
do that?
Oh, Hero said he'd be. I'm just gonna say you're like 50 feet.
Hell yeah. That's
as long
Okay,
as you remember
relax.
the way back, you know.
Okay, relax. Alright, so you don't have rocket shoes, excuse me?
I wanted to see if I could propel myself at all.
Oh, using your feet?
Yeah.
You do, and because you're not used to using your feet, you're not used to kicking things. You're more of you
I'm
used
a
to
soccer player, I see.
you're more used to using your like fists and stuff. You give me a acrobatics check real quick.
I'd use my fists, but it's currently holding a man.
Yeah. Oh, although you're not completely used to it, you successfully managed to balance in mid-air as you're flying, and you're at least 60 feet in the air, and as you're quite high up in the air, you look down and you see the Caribou Army Task, whatever the fuck y'all fuckers called it, the dumbass name, the boat. Okay.
I'm gonna speak to Eudora and just go like, wait. Do you know the way back?
Nope. I'm really just winging it as I go. If we go high enough, we should be able to see the whole town.
All right. Do you know what the inn looks like?
No, but you do.
Oh god. Okay.
I'll just have to figure out how to do it with Rita too.
At this point, I want to say that like Russ has been like screaming for Nox for like a solid 2 minutes. Like, we should probably go get them and meet up.
How high in the air, or like how high above the town are we at right now?
60 feet?
Can I see the inn in which Rush is screaming Nox's name?
It's like vibrating.
Noted.
Yeah.
I guess just roll for it. I don't.
All right, Hero. How do I feel? How am I feeling in my room?
You
He's
feel
not dead yet.
you feel completely intoxicated and wasted as fuck.
Wait, he's
damn
still
it,
wasted.
again.
There's this strange noise.
Not this again.
Aw shit, here we go again.
Nox! Like dust shakes from your ceiling.
Nox is gonna wrap himself in with the blanket that he's covering himself.
Around this time, like Russ is just opening every door looking for Nox. Like he's not really knocking or anything. He's just like turning the door and like kind of forcing it open. Like, hello, Nox! And then closing it until he finds Nox. Nox!
He's just gonna wrap himself in the blanket even tighter.
I want to say, like, you start hearing, like, screams of terror getting closer and closer. And then the sound of, like, splintering wood. And, like, oh, sorry! Until eventually he, like, you see your door, like, slam open. Is like, and Russ, like, peeks his head. There's, like, found you! How are you feeling, Nox? I know it was a good night for you. You had a couple drinks. But it's slowly turning you into a man. How you feeling? It's okay. So,
How am I supposed to
this-
recover from this?
You just got to give it a little bit, you know? It takes a while after the first few times, but you know what? Matter of fact, if you keep this up, you're going to be a pro like me. And then he just kind of scoops you up and starts walking out with you. And then he goes back to the lobby where you guys are at. He's like, all right, we should probably go find Vidic, Eudora, and Rita.
Should we?
I mean, sure. I mean, I haven't seen them. I haven't seen Rita in a while.
I haven't seen Dora in a while.
Didn't
It's been a hot second.
leave them on the ship?
Didn't we saw Eudora just run out with him though?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
right
I mean,
there.
aren't they just gonna come back?
Pardon, I'm sorry, I did not hear you. I was too busy thinking.
Aren't they just gonna come back here, maybe it's best to wait for them.
Fair play. Russ kind of just drops Nox and continues shoving his face full of food.
Moira just like hums and continues just being chill, and she actually like pulls Mouse out of her scarf and is like just petting him.
So you seem chipper, Moira. More than normal. You seem happy.
Yes, I feel like a huge weight's just been lifted off my shoulder, and I can finally relax.
That's so cool. What happened? It was Steven, wasn't it, Anna? And he starts like winking at you.
I think Steven was involved,
Steven
but I
just,
think
like,
Nox
starts
and
walking to-
another man was there too.
What'd you say?
Steven was involved, but so was this other guy, and Nox was there too. I was like this.
Russ starts laughing his ass off.
There was an entire crowd of people just watching it happen.
God.
Russ is too busy laughing. He's like crying, laughing right now. I bet there was.
Out of all the things I don't remember right now, I can guarantee that's not one of the things that happened.
Don't worry.
I mean, Steven worked very hard to like.
As you keep talking, Russ is just like crying. Like, you see, he's laughing so hard that bone he ate earlier just kind of he ends up coughing it up.
I mean, I was the one that lost first, so I was like out of the game, and it was boring.
Steven. You could say he improved, though. You know, it just got better and better, right?
Steven just has crossed arms and like there's a slight blush coming onto his cheek.
Moira just like blinks innocently, like, what?
It could have
What
been
did I say?
dangerous, you know? It's a good thing you guys were protected.
Russ,
Protected? I think things went really bad, and that's why we had to like stop her. And I don't think there was protection involved because I was like attacked by bugs. I mean, it was outside.
Oh! Steven, I didn't know you were an outdoorsman. That's
okay,
awesome.
for sweet Christ, I've never even done that before. Especially
What?
yesterday.
All you did is spend a nice night with her. You never hung out with somebody before? And Russ winks at you.
Steven just
Like
like
I
slaps face palm.
It wasn't just him, though. I told you it was also
Oh,
Nox
there was a
and
whole
another
bunch of
guy,
people. I
and
forgot.
a crowd of people watching it happen.
Man, that must have been fascinating.
Yeah, but it was like over really quick.
Okay, at that point, Russ, he's not talking anymore. He's just pointing to Steven and laughing.
Moira's still just winking innocently, like she does not get why this is so funny.
Like 5 minutes pass and Russ finally starts calming down. Oh, that was funny, but don't worry, Steven. You guys are happy?
Russ,
That's good. Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you.
Please, finally, maybe you'll actually fight me.
Jesus
It was
Christ.
a really, really rough game of ping pong.
It's on purpose.
Yeah, there was ping pong. Steven,
Um,
like, he has the face of like he just got an epiphany. Ping
Something
pong.
about
And
moth-
everyone was watching us play ping pong.
Huh.
We
Did you
lost.
say something about moths? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like covered in them, and they were like biting me, or not. It didn't hurt, but they were like nipping at me, and I was like, "Ah, get away from me, get away!" But then they went away.
Moths. What happened with Ma? Like, Steven just has the realization look on his face of what happened as he starts slowly remembering.
Moira just blinks. They bit me. The guy said the moths took something from me, but you guys like never specified what. But who cares, really? I don't feel like anything's missing. I feel really happy.
Yeah, you seem happy at her, so it's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
He just
Cut to
continues
Vedic
petting
Eudora.
Mercer.
Vedek's just like, I feel like grave disturbance.
Vedic just goes
Just
like,
twitches.
I really hope they had a great night. I really like to see.
I'm so glad.
I really like to see Moira happy, despite all the things she's went through.
Can I cut in, please?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Sorry, I've been waiting for a good time to cut in.
Yeah,
I'm
So
trying
everyone
so
is-
hard. Rita.
No,
I'm trying.
it's fine.
I'm
It's
sorry.
fine, really. After actually, cut back to a few minutes before this. After Eudora decided to disappear on Rita, Rita just decided to wait at the ship for like a few minutes, but then realized that it's Eudora that she's depending on, and so she just ends up
Really?
she just ends up getting off the ship herself and trying to find everyone. So she's just gonna head straight into the tall trees with the golden flecks in them, since she recognizes the trees and they look familiar. And so she's just gonna head straight in and probably get lost because she doesn't know where anything is. So I just wanted to put that in.
On a similar note, Mags, this is a very important question. Do Vedic and I land on the ship?
Yes, you do.
Cool. So we like touch down on this ship, and the first thing Eudora is going to do is run off to where she left Rita, and I assume Rita's not going to be there. So, oh my god, I lost Rita.
Chill.
Oh my god, Vedic, I lost Rita.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. She probably went off to go find you guys. You jump up in the air, find Purple. You'll probably find her.
Okay. Okay, and she's gonna grab Vedic again and jump.
And like
And-
she's gonna. Are you gonna look for Purple? I'm gonna look for Purple.
Yeah, looking for Rita.
You guys
So
don't see
do I.
anything. Well, I mean, it depends on which direction you guys are seeing.
Got my fucking eagle eyes.
Like we're just looking in a.
Yeah, we're just looking around. I assume you haven't gotten that far away.
Yeah.
I mean, it was quite a while before Eudora and Vedic both rushed out of the lobby, because I'm
That's
assuming
true.
Eudora teleported and then you guys were talking for like maybe 10 to 15 minutes, and then
That's true.
yeah, some other stuff happened. So at this time, if anything, Rita is probably already like really lost in the forest, but she doesn't know it. That literally she's just walking around the town, the city, and she's just not seeing it. Like she's just walking around it. So yeah.
Well, I'm going to roll a perception to see if I can spot you, and just for clarification's sake, I am holding you bridal style.
Oh yeah,
Just
sure.
let me-
I'm fine with that.
Hell yeah.
Does Vedic have a top hat at all? I know it's a weird question, but like I don't like you said he was like really stylish, and I always just picture you with the top hat.
I assume it's flown off.
Probably.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. It does like that happens. Like the hat falls. I was like, my hat.
Oh
I'm
darn.
sorry.
It's fine.
I don't think I see Rita. Do you see her?
Okay, I'm gonna do a perception check to see if I see her. Just
Kids, do you see Rita?
I don't know.
no, I do
There's no one
not
to
see
tell
her.
me.
I do not
No.
see
Oh
her.
my
Nope.
god.
You don't. All you see is just trees.
All I'm seeing is trees.
All I see is trees. I would love to know if I saw Rita, but there's a certain Mr. Man that didn't tell me if my 13 was good enough. But that'll be for another time.
Rita can. I feel like with this, I feel like Rita can say if
Yeah.
you've they found it or not.
Yeah, Eudora, because at this point, Rita is already so far into the forest, you think you saw a glimpse of Purple, to the left in the forest.
Well, you know we gonna go head towards that purple.
You know it. Purple.
I see her. Okay, hold on. And gently maneuver myself down so I land in the area.
You
Yeah.
land in the area, and it turns out you just spotted a purple flower.
Damn. I thought purple wasn't a natural color. Do you think she could have gone to the inn? We were both looking for you, but like it's kind of
Yeah.
far away.
I think I know where it is because like I basically remembered where the vibrations came from, when Russ was yelling.
Hmm. Okay,
So
well,
if you just jump up,
You can also
maybe we
see
can
a
find it.
flock of angry people leaving the building.
Yeah.
all right, let's go. And she's gonna jump into the air again, and I assume be directed towards the inn and land in front of the door.
Yeah, Rita, where? You should have seen last night. We did things and tried to skirt around whatever Nox did, and it did things. We did things. It was fun.
Ooh, funny. Eudora's gonna kick open the door while still holding Vedic. What's up, guys? Can't find Rita. Definitely lost her.
Hi, Eva!
Hello.
Hello, Eudora.
Yeah.
Steven's still like angrily crossing his hands.
Yeah, he just like does a wave
What?
with one of the arms before immediately putting it back.
I don't get why you're so angry. It was just talking about ping pong.
He
It's
swallows
You're
down like a hunk of
incomprehensible.
meat.
I hope you choke to death.
Why are you being so
Steven.
mean to him? He
Looks-
didn't do anything wrong.
Russ pretend. You see Russ as soon as Moira says that, like he starts. He puts his hand on his heart and like looks away like.
I try and stop Steven from choking. He's like, look. If Moira's happy, she's happy right now. All right, just nothing about it.
It's
Just
not what, I'm
happy.
mad not what I'm mad about, but okay.
Oh, Russ. By this point, he's kind of trying to figure out why Steven's mad, so he's activated his mind reading thing, and this guy is reading Steven's mind right now.
Oh, you need to learn from your mistakes, Russ.
Oh right. Can I try? I'd probably be like a wisdom check to see if I
Yeah.
can make it out. All right. Don't worry. I got a +1.
Wisdom, make it in. Oh, God, no. The moment you get to his mind, it's basically the same effect as before.
Yeah. Russ just kind of goes. He looks kind of sad, but he just continues eating. And he like you see, he takes up like the whole cow, and takes just a massive bite out of like the midsection.
Moira just kind of looks deep in thought for a minute and goes, "Wait, are you mad because I talked about how a bunch of people watched us like do the thing we did last night?"
Yeah, your daughter.
Play
No.
Swallows the thing.
I'm mad at Russ for,
can you specify?
I'm mad at
Hey.
Russ for expanding the situation.
Don't worry.
Well, I mean, like,
the-
Knox was there too, and then that other guy was there too, and then there was like that crowd of people. And I mean, it didn't last very long, but it was really fun at least.
Russ walks over and like nudges Vedic like ah.
Vatic, do you understand why I'm mad now at Russ?
I understand, but can you explain?
He's just mad. Sorry.
I mean, if you wanted to get Knox,
mad
he
he
could
didn't
probably
last
tell you
very
about it too. I mean, he
Yeah,
was
Knox was all
You
over
know
there.
what?
he actually lasted the longest.
You know what? I'll go
Fennec,
ask.
I'll tell you about
I'll go ask him right now. And I go to ask Knox.
Steven just like walks to the table and he's like, What food should I eat?
Take the boar. It's really tasty.
The pancakes were really yummy. You want some?
You know,
You
I'm
want some
gonna
with
follow
this
what
cow?
she says. I'll have some pancakes.
No.
By the way, the
Kinda wiggles his
pancakes, they have bacon in them.
Make a pancake.
Moira is like, even though she seems really chipper, she does have over, and it's like the greasiness she's really.
Wait, what? I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, you cut it
Moira,
out.
even though she's like super chipper right now, does actually have a hangover, and is like just going for the greasy foods.
Amazing. amazing.
Eating only greasy food is incredibly unhealthy for you.
Tip.
This doctor does not give a fuck.
Where do you think these abs came from?
You have
Eating
wait,
nothing
does
but
Eudora have
rocks for
abs?
3 years. Yes.
Dude,
Steven,
Well,
Because
since
you-
she's made
you
of
get
clay,
eating
they're
nothing but
sculpted.
rocks for 3 years.
you ate rocks?
Yes, there was not much to eat.
but
Yo, why'd you eat the rocks?
Well, mostly because all the other, like, huntable wildlife went extinct over the case of 18 years. It's fine, though.
So eating rocks gives you abs.
No,
Hmm.
but I do have abs.
Ah, dude,
Wanna see?
Russ. Dude, let's have a flex.
Yeah, she's flexing.
And then Russ is just flexing, going like, oh.
Moira just like innocently tries to copy.
Let me
It's
see
just
your
like
abs,
two people
Moira.
flexing. Moira, come on, dude, let's flex. Let's all flex.
What?
Russ pulls out like a drum, and he stands on the drum, and he keeps doing different poses.
you know, guys, like Steven just tries to get all their attention. Guys, this is not how you flex, and then he starts flexing along with him.
No! Everybody's just flexing.
Moira just starts copying Steven like this.
Yes, exactly. Good job.
Oh, Vedic, come on, bro.
Flex
I
with
would've,
us.
I think I'm
I
waking up
would've,
my father. He's gonna shoot me.
Like flexing violently.
Remember that I'm looking for Nox right now.
Oh, Nox is on the floor, like by the table.
Yeah.
Poke, poke. Come on, Nox, flex
hey,
for
Nox,
me.
get up, get up, get up, get.
Come on, Nox, flex.
How am I
Nox.
feeling? Still unconscious? Still hungover?
You're hungover
You're
as
awake,
shit.
you can flex.
Your head is consistently hurting nonstop, and you feel
I bring Nox up. Is like, come on, you're okay. And I just whisper in his ear. Let Rita know, okay?
You want?
Can
you
I
want
help
me to
Nox
let
as the
him know?
doctor?
Oh yeah. So the cure to Nox's hangover is basically
More alcohol.
just
Can I make them fantasy Gatorade?
Yo.
well, Gatorade doesn't exist up there.
Gatorade, it's just
Yeah, that's why I
actual
said
alligators
fantasy
in a cup.
Gatorade.
No, I'm
Actual-
no. I mean
What do I do to help
no.
it?
Gatorade does exist in my world, right? But it's like,
So-
but the actual like the drink, like not the name brand, but the drink, right? The sports electrolyte drink, that shit doesn't exist up where you guys are, because you guys are like fucking up in the sky.
So wait, do gators
Yeah,
like
so can I make some?
do alligators
You
exist
could,
in this
yes.
world?
No, man, they don't fucking exist.
I don't know. Do they?
Magnesium?
What?
What do I do to help Nox?
He just needs greasy food and some fucking gator.
Swear to God, if you say gamer juice.
It's called
What do I
give him
it's
some
called
Gatorade?
it's called
Gamer
Gamerade.
gunk.
Gamerade.
Okay. Do I see any on the table?
If alligators
Nope.
exist, that means alligator cum.
Okay, I just pick up one of the greasy bacon pancakes and shove it in Nox's mouth. This will help you feel better.
What do I have to roll to make
I like
Gatorade?
that noise that you made. A cook's utensil check, please.
Steven just like relaxed on the table, he sat on it, and he's just
Damn.
eating pancakes.
Too bad you don't have human determination.
Moira's just like- Moira's just like babbling to Nox as this is happening.
You
That's
could,
not-
you could, you could,
do this.
you could theoretically give away your inspiration that you have.
Nox,
I have inspiration?
can I
No,
do it, Nox?
Steven has inspiration, but he.
Oh, I also have inspiration.
Russ, you give it to Nox. I'm not giving
Alright.
it out.
To Nox?
I'll give it to Eudora.
The fuck.
So as I see like Eudora stop flexing and like carry bits around, Russ takes his little knowledge of cooking, and he's like, "Oh, maybe try this. Come on, Eudora, cook, go!" And so I give her my inspiration.
Yeah, you inspire her. And,
I just start like chanting like Eudora, Eudora, Eudora.
I feel so hyped up right now.
and you make the drink. However, it's not perfect, but it should do.
'Tis not my best crafted Gatorade.
No, it's called Gamerade.
It'll do.
It's called
Gamerade.
Gamerade. God.
Wait, Meg.
What?
Seriously, do alligators exist in this world or not? Yes or no? Like, no sarcasm.
The fuck?
Yes.
Yes.
So that means that drink is still a thing. There's an alcoholic drink called alligators cum.
Yes.
Fuck.
Okay, no, it's
Of
actually,
course you would know about it.
It's actually really good. It's
Yeah, I like drinking the nut of fucking alligators.
No,
like,
no,
nigga,
it's
the
like
fuck?
it's like 1/4 cream and then 3/4 like melon.
And then one half fucking alligator semen probably.
No, there actually isn't any. It's really sweet and it tastes.
All right, let's
Like a melon
focus back up.
Yeah.
Melon liquor's good.
By the way, I say this as you're like giving it to Nox. Where's Rita?
I don't know. Where is Rita?
She was
thought
on
we
the
picked
ship
her up,
when I
didn't
left
we?
to find you guys. No, she was on the ship when I left to find you guys, but I think she wandered off looking for us. So
I could
Well,
find her
Rita's a
easily.
grown person. She can take care of herself.
You don't. Wait, Rita. I thought
What if
we,
she got
I
lost?
thought we did. Wait, where's Rita?
She'll find her way back.
No, you guys didn't find me.
we found a purple flower, not a purple.
Okay, because
person.
like, I have a fun group activity we're going to do.
What?
Listen here. So I was drunk last night, and there's this really cool place where we can beat up people and not get in trouble.
But didn't we do a thing where we got in trouble and now, like, I don't know, something doesn't feel right.
I'm sure it's nothing.
You're not the only one thinking that.
What's anyway?
It must have been all that physical activity I did with Steven and Nox.
Steven just like spits out a piece of his pancake on the floor.
I see. Is that where you got your abs from?
Russ high fives Eudora.
Maybe? I don't remember a lot of last night. Between all the drinking and that game we all played together.
Yeah, the one where Steven.
Hey man.
Hey
Hey man,
Two
it's
very
you got
cute sleeping
wasted.
together.
You got wasted. You know that stuff happens.
Pathetic.
What?
You're like one of the only people I like, right?
Thank you.
What
Ah,
about
you
Does
feel like
Moira-
Moira?
See, Moira's.
Is
Moira's
Moira
not the,
anywhere near Steven right now? Could she possibly have heard him say that?
She's right next to him. Like
So
literally.
she just looks at him kind of teary-eyed. You don't like me?
No, you're one of the people I like too.
Clearly. Yeah.
Russ, you're not.
Come on, fight me. Get angry.
I'm not fighting you. I'm eating pancake. He says he
We
grabs
don't
a
need to
pancake
be
shell.
fighting right now. Does Nox feel any better after being force-fed a pancake?
What about the
It appears that you need to shove more pancakes and more greasy food down his throat.
I proceed to do so.
My
What
favorite
sort
line ever
what sort of various greasy foods are you gonna shove down his fucking mouth?
Bacon, more of those greasy pancakes, eggs that have been like
Moira.
fried.
Just like plain
Moira.
grease.
I think you're overfeeding him.
Moira.
I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure that much greasy food is just gonna make him feel worse. I made
I
him
think
feel
that much
actually.
food is just gonna.
Maybe he needs an
feel
apple.
worse.
Okay. Who's the doctor here, me or you?
You.
I'm not a doctor.
You-
but I'm a person who
You know what
calls
always helped me when I was a kid?
No.
A nice
Therapy.
drink. No, not drink. I'm sorry.
What?
That.
Oh,
Should we
drink.
let him sober and
We're on an
hungover
island,
feet
right?
before Rita finds out we let him drink again?
If we just dunk him in cold water, I'm sure that'll help. He picks up now
Sure.
and starts like walking
Next,
out the
you're gonna
door.
tell me to put him in rice, and he'll start working again.
Moira starts walking Russ up the stairs.
Yeah.
It's a valid idea. Let's go try it.
So Russ walks out like towards the beach, I guess, and as soon as he gets to the beach, he takes he like lifts up Nox by the hair and goes back to his 15-foot size. Like, all right, you're going to feel a slight cold sensation, and he just drops him in the water. It's not like too deep or anything, but it's enough where you get entirely wet.
All right. What? How do I feel from the? What do I feel from this?
I don't know. How do you?
Am I sober
Freezing
now?
cold water.
You feel
Yeah,
you
it's
feel the
cold as
morning
shit.
you feel the morning cold water from the land of Aetheria. However, after like being soaked, you're like kind of like floating at this point. you're
How
still
do you feel?
you still feel somewhat intoxicated, but you feel like you could still act normal. Maybe, who knows? It's all up to your mind over matter type shit. You feel me?
Come on, Nox, fight through it. Shit, I never got this hungover.
Does he need more greasy food? I can go back and get some.
Stop! Moira, please.
You
More than-
guys have the absolute worst thing. I think it's straight up better.
Maybe Rita will know what to do. And he grabs Nox again. And starts-
I
bolts towards the city.
grab Russ and I'm just like, no, weird.
How do you grab him?
By the way, at this point, wait, is Rita
wanna-
here? Is Rita on right now?
No, he's like, I think she got lost.
Where is
No,
Rita?
I am here. I am here.
Okay, so Rita,
Oh my
at this
God,
point,
Rita.
you see them dunking Nox into the ocean from the boat that you're currently
And
chilling in.
Moira trying
No,
to feed him
I'm
food.
not. I'm not on the boat.
Oh, you're
anymore.
not.
In the forest.
Oh, you're in the
I'm
forest.
lost in the forest right now,
Yeah,
so
we're
I don't
just,
see
like,
Well,
anything.
you hear loud sounds that appears to be Nox and bunch of people.
And not.
Do can
later,
I?
You, just
You
hear,
know,
Rita!
I'm just gonna roll a something to just really quick. Give me a sec. I actually don't recognize it's them.
Okay, cool. Well, no, that would be perception. That would be perception.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I still don't know.
Yeah,
it's
that's
them.
even better. You think
I still don't even know.
Reese,
you
Moira just like
I
yells
actually
out.
think it's a scary like monster or something in the distance.
it's a green alien.
Yeah, I just think I don't see it, but I hear it, and I'm like, oh god, okay, I need to walk the opposite direction. So I walk the opposite
Moira
direction.
just starts yelling out, Nox, do you want more food?
wait. By the way, wait. From the distance, when Russ says Rita, it just sounds like.
After hearing that, I walk faster in the opposite direction.
I like.
Thank you, Colonel Sigma, for that inspiration.
So,
I'm just gonna go
Nox
to
is
during this Russ and Moira just like shut up.
well, I would try to find Rita. Maybe she can help Nox.
I mean,
Cannonball.
And then she's gonna bust my ass for getting him drunk, okay?
you know, we
didn't
should
get him
probably
drunk.
go about water.
I
He's
got him
been
drunk.
underneath the water for a really long time, and that's generally not a good thing.
You know what? Fine. You got him drunk, Russ. You go tell her you got her drunk.
Sure. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Russ, be sure to come right back when you're done finding her, okay? Don't
You
talk
guys
to
are coming
Scream.
with.
No, we're not.
No, we're
Come
not.
on.
You can do this all on your own, Russ. Even I'm not that suicidal.
You know what?
Okay.
Steven,
Not that
like,
bad.
Steven says, Russ,
Yeah?
he looks him in the eyes. You got this, dude.
Thanks, bro. But you
You're
suck
the
at
only
bravery.
person you
Want
trust to do this.
Now leave. Complete your
Rita! Starts screaming and runs off to the forest.
Oh, by the way,
my
Rita, in the
God.
distance, you hear you're.
I gotta believe.
I like start running after hearing the second scream in the opposite direction that they are in.
Oh, this is perfect.
I literally start sprinting. My face is just
Hey,
filled
Colonel
with
Sigma,
fear.
can you do the sound effect? Cause you do it better.
We're in the forest, hero.
Yeah.
I'm doing tree form, and I'm extending my legs so I'm around like 30 feet tall.
Okay,
At this
perfect.
point.
Okay, so now
That
instead of
makes-
instead of hearing Rita, instead of hearing fucking a low like a relatively normal pitched weird sounding thing, you hear a
Wait,
lower.
I got this.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait.
Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect.
In the midst of trying to run away from this unknown sound, Rita is going to like trip over and fall into a ditch, and so it's like 10 20 feet down. It's like a pretty deep ditch. And she kind of
probably from the water and the sediments being washed away and stuff like that.
Yeah, so she falls into a ditch, and so with her ankle, with her left ankle, the little damage after falling, she just kind of sits in the ditch, afraid. She kind of like cuddles up and pulls her her knees up to her chest, and kind of just sits there waiting for this beast to come and get her and eat her.
Do I see her at all?
And she's like so scared, she's like shaking.
Perception check, my friend. Oh,
She's
that is
wisdom.
not. That is
That's
wisdom.
wisdom.
That's a fat wisdom, my friend.
That's
Oh, it's inside.
No,
That-
perception. Perception.
Perception.
Too bad you don't have human determination. Okay, anyways. No, you don't.
I totally do. Shut up.
No, you don't. You're a giant.
No,
You're not a human. Okay, anyways.
Oh yeah, I got. No.
No, okay. You don't see her, okay? You don't see her.
Actually, wait. Rita, make me just an unintentional stealth check with disadvantage. Just do it. Oh
my god. Are you serious?
You don't see her! I'm telling you this!
That voice is fucking amazing.
Should you do a perception check to make sure?
Rita, at this
Perception
point,
check to see if she recognizes
Russ
that it's
talking,
Russ.
Oh yeah,
with Russ screaming over and everything, she's fine. Rita has cowered herself into the smallest she can be, and has her ears, her hands covering her ears. She's just rocking back and forth, telling herself, "Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay."
I can't wait to see you.
Anyways, at this point, we're gonna cut to the rest of the group.
Moira's just dragging Nox out of the water.
I have Nox on my
I look
on my
towards
shoulder.
Russ's direction.
Yeah, Russ has Nox still.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
look
never
in
mind.
Russ's direction, and I'm just like,
You just
oh,
hear.
he's fucked.
That is the greatest thing
We
I've
should
ever brought
probably
into
go
the server.
go find. Should probably go find what's his face? Hogan.
Yeah, you.
I'm gonna go pee.
Yogan. Is that basketball guy?
Basketball guy.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to play.
As you guys are
Yeah.
just chilling, speak of the
Okay.
devil, Yehogan kind of shows up in the midst of the lobby.
Oh, Hogan.
Oh yeah,
How you doing?
yeah, yeah. I
It's the
just woke up. What time? What time is it?
It's the morning.
Okay, it is indeed the morning. Okay, all right, cool. Where's everybody else?
We're looking for them.
And I'm surprised you guys aren't wondering how you guys even got here in the first place, but it's
I
okay.
was gonna guess.
I fell asleep at the beach, and then I woke up on top of Steven.
Oh god.
With Eudora with us.
Even
So-
I stopped doing this stuff, guys. Come on.
I turn around and just laugh. I turn around. Alright, anyways, yeah, where did the others go?
Good question.
You don't know what?
You don't know either, so we're on even ground.
Yes, but, I had a little plan set up. We could have done some BBQ at the beach. Play some good old volleyball.
Ghost.
I'm sorry, man. Sorry things can go
Yeah.
that way.
Listen, in this group, things always go to shit very quickly.
I
Oh
see.
yeah, that's something you should probably know.
But I mean, it's still the morning, so we got plenty of time.
Hey, wait. Didn't we make friends with this other guy that drank with Raz? Where is he?
Oh, Oh, by the way, at this point, meanwhile, we're gonna cut to some random fellow walking in the forest. Random fellow walking in the forest. Francis, you there?
Way downtown.
Francis,
walking fast.
Francis, you there?
Eating ass and I'm home.
Okay,
now.
cool.
Yeah,
So
jeez.
you're just walking around. You're having a jolly old day. You know, you're just picking out. You're just picking out fruits and stuff for your cramps.
Which France?
And in you hear a nearby, like from a nearby area, you hear like crying, or not crying, but you hear some form of sound coming out of a ditch.
Is there a dying animal nearby?
You just hear like rustling, and then you hear like wood snapping, and then just silence afterwards.
Is that a deer? Oh, I could get me some good eating. I'm gonna try and walk towards it.
Oh, as you walk towards the ditch, you look down. It's a 30-foot ditch, and there's somebody down below.
You
Oh.
spot like a lot of purple.
Is there some kind of eggplant farm down there, or is that a person? Hello!
Rita hears. Actually, does Rita hear this?
Yes, you would.
Okay, so Rita hears the hello from the stranger, and she kind of just looks up. You see, eventually you see like purple, and then all of a sudden you see like two little eyeballs just look up at you in the dark.
Are you some kind of slime?
Rita still kind of like scared and don't know what to do, just kind of like stares at the stranger.
Are you stuck? How do you even get down there?
Help!
I don't have a rope. I need a plan.
By the way, in the
You
distance.
need help getting
it-
out of the ditch?
And by the way, in the
Or-
distance, you guys hear a low pitch. Do make the noise.
Is there a giant baby coming for his mom?
At the sound of this again, Rita is going to cower down and cover her ears and close her eyes.
Rita.
Okay, relax, stop. Alright, relax. I know, it's fine. Alright, just go.
What the hell is that noise? Is there a giant?
You hear loud thuds in the forest, Francis.
Can I climb up a tree and try and get a look? I'll
Yeah,
be
you
right back. And
make-
I walk away from the ditch.
Acrobatics and athletics, dude!
I don't have a character.
Oh fuck, I thought I said Ah shit. Oh shit.
That's a major.
Oh
You
shit.
never made me one.
Shit. That
no.
was a fat. Oh no. Okay.
You guys made an entire backstory and everything. I forgot to.
Oh shit. Okay.
He said he knew the roles for me, so I was like, okay, whatever. He has the stats down.
Might be. Alright.
Ooh, this map looks super nice.
Well, I mean-
it's nice.
I mean, yeah, it is. Okay. Let me see. Alright,
Ooh,
so
this island curvy. You got a nice hourglass.
fucking relax.
Oh, this is fun.
Okay, let's see here. Fuck, man. Let me set up a quick character sheet real quick.
In the meantime,
No,
we
relax.
do an interview
Relax.
with
Okay.
our friend.
Okay, alright, Francis, you have access to your character sheet now. Roll me an acrobatics and athletics, please. Nice. You just swiftly climb up the thing, and then you see the giant monster. It appears to be a tree monster type of deal. from what it appears to
Is there a coconut on the tree?
Rita,
be. No. However, there appears to be a person just kind of hanging onto the tree.
Yeah.
Rita, where are you?
Well, I can't throw a person at the giant thing, so. Do I have anything in my pockets?
You got really really stale crackers.
That'll work, and I just throw it at the
Do I
giant.
feel it?
You fling it,
Oh.
and then immediately it hits Nox's head.
Nah.
You just wake up and you're currently on my shoulders, but I'm like 40 feet tall. You're like 40 feet off the ground, and I'm just screaming.
Rita!
Ah!
Oh, there you go.
They didn't kidnap a child! Oh my god!
Nox is gonna like flail around
No,
under his
don't fall,
arms.
don't fall.
At Nox, you like lose balance and you fall, and then immediately Russ catches you
Yeah.
before you
Then
completely
I
come
start
crashing.
shrinking down to like
Mhm.
my normal, like 15 foot tall, and I turn off tree mode. I'm like, are you okay?
Where are we?
We're in the forest somewhere looking for Rita.
By the
Trying to see
way,
if she can help
as
me.
you say this, you see the bunch of trees being destroyed from Nox just stepping all over.
Wait, what?
Nox was stomping through the forest, and
No, that was
or,
Me?
no, Russ, my bad.
The tiny
You just see
17-year-old.
like a pathway of destroyed trees behind me.
Okay.
And I start screaming for Rita in my normal voice. I'm trying not to get shot from my dad. You know,
Okay.
I feel like any
Okay.
second now.
Just say it.
Rita, Rita.
Rita, do a perception check. You hear Russ's normal voice, and you hear him, and you recognize who that voice is. It's the gentle giant that fed your I guess like the other person you really care for fucking liquor basically. Anyways, yeah. So that person, you hear that guy's voice.
Rita.
I start crying.
Jesus.
Why is the general reaction of everyone in the server to start crying when something happens?
Moira crying, Rita on the floor.
Rita,
Rita
can you
barely cries.
can you attempt a
He's
cry,
crying.
please? I just want to hear it.
Rita doesn't make sounds when she cries.
Oh, she's quiet.
Yeah, she just starts like,
It's like a
tears
whimper,
just start like
right?
like forming in her eyes and just starts rolling down.
So
as
she's like
still covering
so
her
she's like
ears.
she's like a dog if you were to like basically discipline the shit out of your dog. Oh, okay, makes sense.
Rita, where are you? Nox is kind of not feeling well, and I need your help.
Oh, are you yelling this out?
Yeah.
Okay, presumably. By the way, Francis, you hear like this dude, like the creature's shrunk basically, and now he's just surrounded by four. Now it's wherever that creature was.
I'm pretty visible because I'm kind of in a clearing.
Yeah,
Because I
basically.
kind of destroyed the trees around. He's,
Basically.
and I'm still like 15 feet tall.
Could I hop along the trees and then try and catch up to him?
Yeah, sure.
I'm kind of ambling now. I'm not like running.
Why?
Ah! Hey, what is up? Oh, I remember you. Hey, what's up, bud?
What the hell did you do to this forest?
Now, what do you mean? He turns and Russ goes, "Oh shit, Moira's going to kill me." Oh,
You destroyed the forest!
I didn't mean to. I was looking for my friend. Have you seen her? She's kind of purple. You know, small. And
I saw
quiet.
some kind of slime thing sitting in a ditch, but
Russ just kind of
not
stares
really
at
much
you
of a
like
person.
for like 4 seconds, and he goes, "Oh, there's Rita."
You sure? It didn't really
Pretty
talk
sure.
much.
Yeah, that's her.
Well, I can at least show it to you.
Ah, please do. Francis, right?
Francis Drake, the one and only.
My
I
name's
don't know
Russ.
who you are.
My name's Russ. We had the drinking competition.
Drink? I don't drink. Sometimes I wake up with these weird morning headaches, but I never catch a drink by alcohol.
Moira could probably talk to you about that. She's a good doctor.
Ooh.
I swear I guess that must have been some other guy that kind of looks like you. But yeah, you might want to get those headaches checked out.
I'm sure it's nothing.
Nux, you
All
remember this guy, and he's the same guy you beat him in the you were almost about to beat in the arcade.
Ah, hey.
And
Wait,
also
do I
this,
know his name?
yeah, and you know his name is Francis. Also, you also know for a fact that he was the guy that was drinking at the fucking bar with Russ. It's just they're too stupid to remember, I guess.
No,
Hey,
that night
wait
didn't
a
happen. I
minute.
went to bed.
And your
that
party's
night.
collective IQ is 7.
You're Francis, from the arcade,
One and
and-
only, but I don't
and
remember
from
no
the
arcade.
bar.
How many times I gotta tell you I don't drink?
Dude, that was clearly someone else. He doesn't drink. He said so himself.
But you were the guy
Oh,
that
no,
was
that was
beaten.
some other guy. He probably has
Russ,
a twin.
Russ, you beat him in the.
Russ kind of gets really close. He's like, he's probably sensitive about his brother.
But Russ, this guy was the guy you beat in the
that's
drinking
his brother.
challenge.
He said he doesn't drink, so the other guy clearly drunk. Yes. So it doesn't make sense.
Anyway, I better show you to this
And I
dick.
used to beat the shit out of my brother in those drinking competitions. And then he beat the shit out of me. Ah, that's another story.
As you're continuously
The
walking,
ditch.
you guys get to the ditch.
Oh, hello, Rita. You just see Russ's head poke out.
You see Rita is just at the bottom of this 30 feet deep ass ditch, and she's actually currently like just kind of like squashed up in like kind of like the smallest that she can be, and her like knees are up to her chest, and she has her hands up to her ears, and she's just like rocking back and forth, tears streaming down her eyes. Her eyes are like wide, like with fear.
Oh, Russ actually looks kind of concerned, and he just kind of climbs down, like jumps down, and he goes over. He's like, "Is everything okay?"
Rita just kind of looks at him, and then just like kind of stares at him for like a split second, trying to recognize this guy, and then she recognizes that it's Russ, and so she just like wipes her tears, and she's like, I help.
What's wrong?
She motions to her left ankle. I think
shit.
I'm hurt.
I'll get you to Moira real quick. Don't worry. And he just kind of scoops you up, kind of in his hand, and puts you on his shoulder next to Nox. And he just jumps out of the pit like, like ah. All right. Well, I should probably go back to my friends. Francis, you want to come along?
Got nowhere else to be, I guess.
Cool. Russ kind of picks you up and also puts you like on his neck. All right, here we go. And he just full on sprints back to the city, following the path of destruction.
Okay,
of
cool.
cleared trees that he caused.
So we're gonna cut to the rest of the group.
Yeah.
I'm just hanging back at the room, just looking at the room, seeing what happens. Particularly, just like nonchalant glances and listening into whatever Moira is talking about.
She's actually not talking anymore. She's just like very contently sitting off in a corner, reading a book she pulled out from like her side bag, petting a mouse there, and drinking tea.
So you think
I
the
just
rest of
feeling
the-
my bracelet, at which point is like all it's happiness, right?
Yeah.
Sunshine and rainbows. It's fucking weird, man.
By the way, as you guys are walking out on the streets, or what are y'all? What is the group like? The
Well,
remainder of the
I
group.
think we're all in the inn right now.
Okay.
Right? We're all back.
So-
Yeah, we're in the. Yeah.
So as you're like looking, you're talking and whatnot. Somebody kind of approaches you guys. He looks very out of place compared to the rest of these people. These people are wearing a more clothing that is akin to that of Aetheria, right?
Does he have protagonist hair?
No, it's a very loose fitting clothing with the main focus of the color being white and this golden color. However, this guy looks like he straight up came from like down below, like the fucking seas basically. And the man kind of like looks. The man goes up to you guys and he says, "Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hi. I'm currently looking for what you would call artifacts.
Whoa.
Artifacts.
Historical evidence, you see."
I'm sorry, we're not. I know that we're an adventuring party, but we're not artifact hunters. Sorry about that.
I see. And he looks over to you, Yohogan. He says, "That's a nice ball you got there, pal."
Oh, man, just a plain ball. What do you mean?
I see. Now let me ask you this: is one of the great apprentices of the making of a class order family genus species here?
Oh, wait, you know, boss? You know my boss.
Wait, what?
Mag?
What?
Mag?
Yeah. What'd you say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay. You know my boss?
He says, "I know a lot about this world, Yalati."
Uh-huh.
And he continues to look at the rest of you. "Are these your assistants?"
Assistants? Not really.
Interesting.
Yeah, not really.
I see. Well, if you guys happen to find any artifacts or any historical records, please try to find me.
How do I contact someone on the Santai tree?
You basically, it's a series of channels you kind of have to flip through, but then he says, "Oh, I'm assuming you're one of the." "Oh yes, I come from the ocean below, not the white sea." No.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yes, I'm a pirate, you see. But a very interesting pirate. The dream of pirates has been talked to for a couple of years at this point. But what really defines a pirate?
Not being an asshole, not killing. Are you one of those people? Not killing bad guys or good guys. Are you that one of those people?
I believe in my own sense of justice. They call me Beardler. As the man looks at you guys, and he says, "What is your guys' names? What do people refer you?"
People's voice. If you're a pirate, then you come to the right place because we hate the Navy.
Interesting. You see, I have a future dream that I want to achieve one day, and it's due to the darn government. They stop at all costs of what I want to achieve. Of course, everybody else has the dreams that they want to achieve. After
As long
Diamond,
as it does
yes.
not involve killing others.
Yes. After the man, I respect him to this day. Diamond Goldman has voyaged through the entirety of the Great Intersection. I decided to go on my own journey, my own expedition. A more historical expedition. And he
How's it been going?
and he grabs you by the shirt and he whispers, "I'm going to find the history of the world."
At the mention
and-
of the history of the
and-
world,
and-
Moira kind of like
and then
perks up.
he pulls away and he says, "I'm sorry for messing up your clothes there."
I like kiss it off. Ask him to- you know what? I'm trying to get a word in while he's still laughing.
Okay, go for it.
How long is he laughing? For?
He's laughing for a lot, so continue.
Yeah, as he's laughing for a lot, he's just trying, but he's like, yeah. So if we find anything helpful, you can, if you have a Sanzai tree link, we can.
Here,
we
get
can,
here. As he pulls out like from like a bag that he's currently carrying, he pulls out a Sanzai tree in a container. Pulls out the container, and then he says, "Oh, I will show you an interesting trick you can do with how you get connected with people with Sanzai trees." As he like he cuts one of the branches off of the Sanzai tree, and he grafts them together, and then he starts pulling out this tape. And as the tape is like put on together, he takes off the tape, and you see the Sanzai trees grafted together, one of the branches. And he says, "This should take about roughly maybe like a minute." After a minute passes away, he cuts it off, and he says, "All right, perfect. You will be able to know how you be able to contact me through the different channels." As the man looks at you, he looks at you, and he says, "What is your name?" Vedic. And then he looks over to the man with the afro. By the way, this dude is like 7 feet tall. He's very noticeable. And he looks at Steven. He says, "How tall are you? I mean, what is your name, Steve? What is your name, Mr. Afro person?" Fuck, my bad. "Mr. Afro person." As he like looks at you, he says, "Huh. This fellow must have been out of it." As he looks over to Moira, says, "What is your name, madam?"
I'm Moira.
"I see. Interesting. What about you?"
And I like hold up Mercer, point like I'm holding him kind of like under its cat armpits, and like he's just drooping down like a cat normally does when you hold him up like that.
Oh yeah, that meme image. And he says, "Oh, interesting pet you have there." And
Moira is weird.
And then he looks over to Eudora. He says, "Ooh, what is your name, young lass?"
My name's Eudora.
"You interesting." As he like goes for a handshake.
She very slowly reaches out and shakes his hand.
And then he shakes your hand very like excitingly and very happy. And then he immediately lets go. He says, "Interesting meeting all of you." And then he looks over to Yehogan. And he says,
Interesting meeting you.
And he says, "Your name? What's your name again?"
No, I mean, I'm not really with these guys, but Yehogan Witness Protections.
"Oh, I see. You're one of the apprentice that's the Making Kingdom Field Class Order Family Gene Species has recruited." Interesting.
Yeah, but don't associate me with the others.
Oh, well.
I hate the one particular guy that I know.
What was his name?
Nidus.
Oh yeah, the weird fellow.
Yes, I hate that guy.
Well, I can understand why you would hate him. And he looks at you closely. "Do you happen to know of a man? He's responsible for writing the Turnip."
I mean, why?
"You see, I've been trying to search after him for well, at this point years, but I can never seem to get a hold of him."
What do you wanted to talk to him for?
I wanted to state some very interesting information that he could essentially put within his articles.
I see. Well, I'll give you his business card, I guess.
Oh, okay. So are you gonna pull out the business card?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, I see. Interesting. Oh, I was correct. I was off by a couple of channels. Interesting. Thank you."
Yeah. No problem.
As like he pockets it, he says, "Well, it was nice. It was fancy meeting you, all of you here. But if you guys happen to find any historical memorials or relevance related stuff with history, artifacts, please inform me. I would like to have a record of everything." As he like walks out the room.
As he walks to the door, Russ barges in, like right before he's like, "Guys, I found Rita!"
And he says, "Ho there, pal. I'm trying to walk here. I'm sorry about that." As he like walks through you.
Goodbye.
As he walks out, Eudora wants. I want to quietly sneak out after him to have a conversation with him.
Okay. With who? With that man that just came in?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright. So as you sneak out through the back and you like start chasing after him, do you want to be noticed by this man?
Yes, I want to talk to him.
And as you you tap him and it's like, "Oh, hello. Eudora, was it?"
Yes, that's me. You said you were in the interest of historical artifacts, yeah?
Yes.
Well, we found, okay, a little while ago we found these papers, and I got somebody to translate them for me, and I don't know what they mean. I don't even know what all of it says.
He says, "Lass, why don't you show me those papers?"
Yeah, she
as he goes to the corner of corner of an alleyway, and he grabs a bunch of crates for him to sit down, and then him to set up a table, and then as you show him these papers, he says, "Oh, interesting."
Does anyone in the town notice a guy and a girl in an alleyway and a guy setting up a chair?
No, it's not an alleyway. It's like in the main street, but then he just pulls out a bunch of fucking crates to sit on.
Wild, dude.
and so in the busy crowds, he looks and he says, "Interesting. These laws, they're written in a very dangerous language. The one that the government will not want you to be able to read. Do you want to know what this is?"
Yes, I would like to know what it is.
It's known as the Yoksakirok.
The what?
It is known as the Yoksakirok. It's a very interesting language that was developed, presumably, to resist against the government.
So, okay. A language?
Yes, a different language. A language that we don't even know about.
How would knowing how to speak this language be rebelling against the government?
You think... Yeah, lady, you don't know about the dangers of the world, do you?
No?
As he's about to say something, we're gonna cut back to the rest of the group.
Guys, I found Rita. Oh, Moira, also her ankle kinda looks, not good.
Moira kind of just rushes over, and
yeah, her ankle's
her bag.
Looking, and it's starting to turn purple.
More purpler.
Okay, place her on a bench or something. Let's get a look at her ankle.
Russ clears the table and just lays her on it.
Or the table, that works too, and I just immediately start examining her ankle. And I kind of bend it in different directions, asking her, does it hurt when I do this?
Rita is straight up expressionless. She doesn't even express any sort of pain.
I need to know if it's broken or not, so just tell me if it hurts.
I'm gonna slip into Rita's pocket a piece of paper.
I just bend her foot, I just push on the toes of her foot.
Does Rita notice that I slip her a piece of paper?
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Slit of hand.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'm gonna use human determination.
On that.
That was not worth it.
No, nobody sees it. Nobody sees it. Nobody sees you slipping the piece of paper. However, the only person that does see it is yourself and Rita.
Yeah, I see. I definitely feel the hand go into my pocket. That's fine.
And I just walk away and kind of look at Moira, see how she's acting.
She's still chipper, but she seems really worried about Rita.
As you guys,
You're like moving my foot like back and forth, and I'm just like not showing any sign of pain. But then eventually, I just like kind of raise a hand, like I'm in a classroom.
Yes.
It
Yes?
really hurts, so I think there's something wrong with it.
Yes, but when I bend it, you need to tell me how it hurts and where it hurts when I bend it. Because if it like hurts no matter how I bend it, it means you broke it. If it hurts, if I bend it a particular way, then you sprained it.
It hurts
So
everywhere.
let's do this again. I start like pushing on her foot a bit.
It hurts in general.
Let's hear some screaming.
Can I do a medical check to see if her
Yes,
foot is
please.
broken or
Yes.
twisted?
Yep. You realize she broke her foot.
Oh no.
The best
Um.
what you could do is basically like you can first ice that shit because you really need to, and then afterwards you have to put her in a cast.
Can I make a cast out of tree resin?
You can definitely make a cast out of like your tree roots.
Yes. I call Nox over and I go, Nox, I need your help, Nox. You can make ice, right?
Yeah.
I need ice right now.
I was just sitting down.
Yeah, wait, Nox is sober by this point, right?
You're still like
Hungover, but like
yeah.
you're like
Okay, so just a little.
not drunk.
Okay, just a little doozy, alright. He's gonna get up and then just fire a little his gauntlets at some random place in the table.
Oh no.
So we're gonna sort of like skip a lot of these moments. So Nox, you do successfully ice her foot, and then Moira,
Eventually.
you successfully cast Nox's foot, Rita's foot, and afterwards, after everything is done, we're gonna take a break.
Why not just hit
We're gonna
Steven?
start.
Hey,
Okay, so
You keep
basically,
running away. I want to hit him.
basically, you guys are at this point.
So
Like,
muscly. How
at
can
this
I not
point,
want to hit him?
we're gonna cut
Sounds
to
weird.
Eudora. Can you please be quiet? Thank you.
What? You didn't even say we were
I
starting.
literally just said we were starting. Please pay attention.
Wait, did you?
Yes, I just did. Can you please stop talking? Can you please stop talking?
No.
Thank you. Okay, cool. So basically, right? You're currently in the alleyway, or like not the alleyway, but like on the busy streets, and Eudora, you're about to talk to this man, and this man kind of mentions, he says, "Well, you see, this language is very dangerous due to the fact that it holds history that the government doesn't want you to know." As the man kind of states this, he looks at you and says, "Why do you want to know?"
Just a hypothetical. So, I have an acquaintance who can read this language. How much trouble would they be in?
Well, they better keep their mouths shut because the government, they'll definitely try to kill anyone that can read such a language. However, I've already committed a crime by raising a Jolly Roger. So, because of that, I know how to read it as well.
Cool. I will keep that in mind for my purely hypothetical friend.
Eudora, what's it?
Yeah.
Give me a deception check real quick.
Shit. Where is it? Cool, even with my -3.
He gets up, he says, "Oh, and another thing. You should learn to get good at lying." As he walks away.
Okay. Yeah, Eudora's just gonna stew on that one for a little bit before heading back to the inn.
Okay, so at this point, the rest of you guys are like you guys kind of get your shit settled, and at this point, we're gonna transition, like, we're gonna time skip like a couple of hours ahead. After treating Rita's wound, the crew actually, luckily enough, through connections from Francis, yes, Francis, through connections from Francis, you guys end up getting Rita's leg healed. Her bones are healed now. She's able to move properly without feeling any pain. And as you guys continue onwards, at this point, the time is like 4 o'clock, and you guys are at the beach.
Woo!
Ah, yes.
Immediate strip, cannonball into the ocean.
That's the same that Russ just drops all of his cloth clothing, and just does a massive cannonball into the water.
Into the water?
Moira just stares longingly at the water.
Russ, realizing halfway on his way down to the water, just says, "Ah, shit," and then just plunges in.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
By the way, Russ, how are you in your giant form or normal form?
I'm in my giant form.
You kind of get up from
naked.
You get up from the shallow water. At this point, it's like it's up to your hips, and you don't feel weakened. You remember from the boring tales that's what that Yehogan kind of stated. It's only 70. You have to be 70% submerged in water. And you remember
Russ
that?
just kind of
He
goes, "Huh, neat." And you kind of see that he's got tattoos all over his body, like below kind of his like chest. Like there's these weird kind of like runes. Some are orange, some are black, some are like kind of like icy blue, and they just kind of cover his body. He's got tattoos of like these weird monstrous creatures, like giants. And if you look close, you kind of like, yeah. And you kind of like you look at the pictures and they kind of tell a story. Like you see a dude with a hammer beating up like larger people. You see like one of his tattoos kind of in the center of his back. That's kind of the main piece. There's a kind of like oldish man hanging upside down with a tree with one of his eyes bleeding, and you see ravens pecking at his body. And he dips his hair in the water, and he just kind of dunks his head in and comes out, and the water around him turns like a really nasty like black, as like all the dirt comes out of his hair, and you realize, and like for the first time he's like a pretty blonde dude. It was just really dirty before, and his beard isn't as grimy anymore. Dirty
say
blonde.
he was dirty blonde.
Yeah.
We can kick him.
And so yeah, he's just chilling.
Moira's just like sitting off to the side, looking at the water like she wants to go swimming. For some reason, can't.
I'm gonna go to Moira and go like, you don't know how to swim or something?
I don't have a bathing suit.
Well,
Neither do I.
Go shop for one. There's like, there's probably like a shop somewhere, right?
Hold up 1 second, and Russ kind of just walks out the water. Looks at his armor.
Is Russ naked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
What do you want?
Moira like immediately closes her eyes.
Are you going to ask that question?
Wait a second. What did you say?
Are you going to ask that question?
In game? No. Obviously. You see,
Look, I
I'm like
don't
that, but
want to
Steven
know how hung he is. Can we, like, not?
is. We don't need to know.
Russ,
That
Russ
giant,
describe it.
So you see his massive vein. No, I'm done. I'm done.
The moment he gets out of the water, Moira notices he's naked and just covers her eyes.
Moira,
Let's relax. Let's relax,
What's a
please.
what's a little nudity between friends?
Stop! Stop!
the moment like Russ comes out of the water and Steven notices, he just immediately turns around the other direction.
He's just like Russ doesn't seem to notice about like
Unfazed.
anything. Yeah, he's like unfazed.
I'm unfazed as well. because Whatever.
So Svenick just turned right at it.
And Russ
No,
kind
I'm
of
not
throws
staring
Moira
at it.
his
I
armor. He's like,
basically
"You can
kind of
live that."
ignore it. Just talking to Moira.
I just want to go swimming, but I don't want to go swimming naked.
Use the
Moira.
armor.
Come on. There's gotta be
That's a terrible idea.
I grab Moira's hand and it's like, come on, you can go get some bathing suits.
Okay. And I'm like just following after Vedic like a lost puppy at this point.
Russ
Russ is just kind of chilling in the water.
You doing okay?
Mhm.
I know you're happy and all. Just wondering how seen anything different?
Anything different? What do you
Well, you're happy, and
Yeah! It's like this massive weight's just been lifted off my shoulder after dealing with it for years and years. It feels great.
what happened?
I don't know. Just 1 minute everything felt really, really bad, and the next everything felt amazing.
Well, good for you, I guess. Come on, we're at the store at this point. It's like you can pick something out. It's on.
I'm just like gonna get the most generic, full, like one piece bathing suit.
How many seeds is that? Ah, god damn it.
Oh,
Did you
shit.
take seeds? What's the problem right now?
I can grow some good leaves if we need them. He just stares innocently at the cashier. So you
Like,
won't
what's
take
the
the
conversion
money
here?
we have.
What is the value of that swimsuit in gold? 5, right?
I'm a doctor. I could
5?
heal you.
If you
Sure. What do you need? I can help you. Moira just starts reaching into her bag. Does she have cough medicine on her? She just pulls it out with this do? I just grab a generic base color one piece bathing suit and like pop out into the change room, get in it, and
there you go. You're ready to swim. I can just use my just wear my pants. Even if so, I've already done enough swimming in my life. All right.
Woo! Just cheering another large splash.
What's Rita?
Moira just like ties her scarf
Also
around her.
swimming.
Let's go swimming.
Steve is just like sitting on the
You
sand.
can go
watching
swimming
the waves.
with Russ and Steven. I gotta go do something.
Steven
Where's
ain't
Rita?
swimming.
Moira just cheers and starts running towards the water.
Wow!
Rita is sitting kind of on the beach, sitting like in front of a tree in the shade, and she's
Can we
just
get
kind of
beach me? Hold on. Okay.
sitting there. I will say that at this point, Rita has fully believed that no one in her crew remembers her or remembers of her, and that no matter what happens, she's always gonna be abandoned.
Wait, you're with us, right?
I was gonna head towards Rita.
Wait, hold on. Is Rita not with us?
No, she is, but then because she was lost in the forest for so long, she convinced herself that nobody was going to be able to help her, and so that's why when you guys found her, she was like scared and alone and crying and stuff.
As Moira is like running towards the water, she just straight up, as she passes Vita, goes, "Vita, come on, let's go swimming."
As she does, I'm gonna tap Rita on the shoulder, just like with my arm. I'm gonna move. It's like we need to talk.
Okay.
Who wants to build a sand castle?
So like, yeah. So we're
No,
gonna
you go ahead.
probably away, probably near like the trees or so. There's like, did you read my note?
No, I have not.
I don't. I'll say it now. There's something wrong with Moira.
Okay.
That's it? Okay. Am I the only one that sees something wrong here?
I mean, since we're like pretty far away from the crew, then yeah, you're the only one who notices that something's wrong.
Look, can you keep this a secret from the rest of the crew? It's just that she hasn't been herself. She's not stressed. She's not like crying. She doesn't resent us for some reason. It's good for that. She's happy. But as much as I want her to be happy, it's that kind of happy that makes it feel weird.
I see.
If you figure anything out about this, can you tell me?
The fuck?
Sure.
Thanks. Tell you something. You're silent. I don't know if you really call me a friend, but you're the only one that I really trust to keep this secret.
Okay.
You're good now. You can enjoy your day.
Guys, come over. Help me build this thing. And you see that Russ is kind of like waving to you, and he's already got like a wait. Should I roll to see how good the sandcastle is?
Yeah, just do it. Just do it.
Sleight of hand. Dang it. What about athletics, huh?
What are you gonna do? Flex the sand?
Yeah. Can I please flex the sand into submission? Okay, sleight of hand. Damn it. Gotcha. Ah, shit. Hey, is anyone who's helping me build the sandcastle?
Nobody.
Nobody.
I don't think anybody is.
Moira's just like splashing in the water. But Mouser is strangely nowhere to be seen.
Nox is
Where's
just
Nox
off
and, like,
digging a
Eudora and,
random
like-
hole. Like a giant
Anybody?
hole.
While everyone is like splashing about, Rita's just gonna go back to her spot in the shade and just kind of sit there.
Steven hasn't swim at all. He's still just on the coastline watching the waves.
You see, like, hold up. Can I roll a stealth real quick, please? Okay. Hold on. Okay. So Russ sneaks up behind Steven. Very quiet, like.
Wait. Is
Like
that
he's
over
kind of
my
like.
passive?
Is your passive 18?
I don't know where it is. This fucking thing's so
Passive
large.
perception is 8 plus 2 plus wisdom modifier.
It's 16. Damn. Yeah. I just seen it. It's 16.
Yeah. So Russ kind of like is like digging under the ground, and then his head like kind of like pops up right behind Steven. And like a cat, he like tackles Steven. Russ and is like kind of charging him into the water.
Russ! Like Steven's just struggling.
And then like Russ keeps trying, and he just throws him into the water near Eudora. And then after he tosses him in, Russ, like, you see he like squats really low, wiggles a little bit, jumps as high as he can into the air, and right next to you two, does a giant cannonball. And coming, how high do I manage to jump into the air? Okay, will do.
At this
That'd be
point, see,
acrobatics.
everyone kind of happy, but
What?
it just doesn't.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
But I'm digging the ground.
Yeah.
I'm digging on the ground. Damn.
Steven is now just covered in soaking water and soppy clothes. God damn it, Russ.
Got them, and he holds his hand out for a high five from anybody. That
Slap.
ah!
Kind of me seeing everyone kind of happy, but I'm still unsure. Just gonna walk along the beach at this point.
Well, not everyone is quite happy, but okay.
No, I'm gonna
Russ?
come back holding a grill, and then I'm gonna set it up. And I bring her like a bag. I go, hey, I brought some meats. You know, if you guys wanna, cook it on the grill or something.
Woo! And Russ keeps splashing around.
Just slap some stuff on my back and be done with it.
Rita, Vetic, you want to hop in?
Like I was about to walk, is like, fine, food me.
Vetic.
What's on the grill?
Oh yeah, just some good old whatever local meats there are. I don't know what kind of animals. Let me look at the packaging real quick. And what do I see? What kind of meats? Winged pig. Have you heard of those? Cause me
Have I heard
neither.
of winged pig? I ain't heard with pig with wings, man.
Well, it's on the grill, so
Exotic meats grill, I guess.
yep. What else? What else? Let's see. The charging cow. Have you heard of that? I assume no. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, no. Back when I said I look at everyone happy, does it look like Rita's visibly unhappy?
Rita!
Um, I thought for sure you would have noticed before, because I thought you said you noticed something that was off. So I thought that's what you meant, that like you noticed she was off, but I guess not. I mean, that's on you.
It takes time for things to click in this man's head, okay? I'm not dumb, but it takes time.
But you do
And then it
notice
takes
that
time
you
for me
do
to click
notice
in
Frida is just sitting off to the side and not really, even though you said to enjoy the day off, she's not really doing much, and you do notice that her face is sort of like a darkened facial expression of like no emotions whatsoever.
Well, once I get my food, I'm gonna go to Rita and be like, "You aren't enjoying yourself."
No response.
Can I tell something is wrong? Can I use insight to tell if something is wrong?
Sure, go for it.
While this is happening.
Yeah, you 100% know for sure that something is wrong.
What? I just get 4 proficiencies in anything.
I love how you roll a 30, but you're just sitting here saying that it takes time for your character to realize something.
Okay, let me correct it. It takes time for me to realize something.
Okay. Yes, you 100% know, 110% know something is going on.
You know, it'd be easier to tell, to help out work out your problems if you actually said something.
Damn.
No response.
At this point, Russ has kind of been horsing around, like, you know, picking up Eudora and Steven and tossing them in the water.
Steven just has a scowl the entire time.
The first time he does this, Eudora almost cries because she thinks she's gonna die.
Oh god.
So, you know, he's just tossing in the air. He's like, ah! Wow! Wow!
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
And he like catches it, and then he looks down, and he kind of sees Rita and Vedic kind of talking, and you see.
Oh, would he
you guys
notice
kind of hear
that
like a
Nox is
grinding
missing?
noise, and smoke come from his ears. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he stops, he catches you guys, like you're both in each of his arms, and then he just kind of stops and he's staring at Rita and Vedic, and you hear like and like smoke starting to come out of his ears.
I'm going to, as that happens, I'm going to like look at Rita's like, Rita. Any response?
No response.
Grab onto your shoulder, rock her head back and forth. Rita.
As you're doing this, Russ he brings you guys in real close, like, guys, I think something is wrong with Rita and Vedic. Are you okay?
Alright, at this point, I also like switch the direction, so I'm also digging horizontally in some
He's
random,
making tunnels.
in
It's
some
sand,
fuck
bro.
off direction.
It's sand. Never play Minecraft.
Oh boy.
That would have been.
Oh. Alright. Jesus. Alright. Now, as a player, or as a person, I like to take chances. So,
Do it.
Nox is going to, like, form a Kamehameha motion with his hands upwards, and then just full blast,
Oh
full
no.
power.
Oh no.
I don't know if that's enough. Yeah. Alright, fine.
What's he trying to hit? The sand?
Yeah, just upwards.
Meg's actual quote for this entire campaign is, "If only you had human determination."
Determination.
Yeah, but I'm just aiming upwards and going for a full blast.
Wait, hold on. Dora's the only other naked one?
No.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah.
Steven is still fully clothed.
Oh, fuck. Naked gang.
Yeah.
Need beach music, bro. Yeah.
Am I still shaking Rita at this point?
Can I also roll
I'm
another
just gonna
stealth?
keep doing that until I get a response out of her.
I have a plan. Hold on, let me roll stealth again. What did I get? Alright, what's your guys' passive perception?
16.
16?
17.
14.
I'm really far away.
Okay. Is there anyone's that's below 15? Jesus.
Mine's
Me,
15.
I'm 14.
Or is this 15? Does that mean I hide from Rita or not? Okay.
Mine's 14. So you heard.
okay.
I mean, Rita's not even paying attention, period, so...
So
I'm too busy focusing on getting every reaction out of Rita right now.
So, you see that Russ gently puts Eudora and Steven down in the water. He's like, "Alright, guys, watch this." You see he swan dives into the sand. He gets stuck a little bit, and then keeps digging down, kind of like a mole, until he's under the sand. And then you see this massive, like this massive lump of sand slowly move its way
Oh
over
my
to
god,
Rita.
it's a sand shark.
Slowly move its way to Vedic and Rita until he gets behind him. Then you see it just stops for like a solid 30 seconds. You see it shift. And the exact same thing that I did to Steven, I do to Vedic and Rita. Just power drive them like "Rah!"
Ross, not again!
into the water with me.
Reflex punch him in the face.
That's fine. You see, you gotta just punch Russ in the face. You want to do damage at all?
Yeah.
Like try hit. All right, Russ. I don't think I'll just. Oh, that doesn't hit. I want to say it does hit, but it doesn't like land too well. You just kind of catch him like in the face, but he's too busy laughing to notice. Like,
Upon reaction, Rita transforms into her ink and just slips right out of his hands onto the floor.
Yeah, Russ looks back, but he keeps going. Goes, huh? And he like trips over the sand he made, face plants, and sends Vedic flying into the water.
Oh god!
There he goes. Team Rocket blasting off again.
Maybe walk out of the water, walk towards Rita, and start doing the exact same thing I was doing.
She's still in her
This
liquid ink
entire
form.
time. This entire
She's
time,
still-
Moira's just been watching this.
Steven too, basically.
Rita is still in her puddle ink form. She just hasn't come out of it yet.
Nox is gonna come
Rita
back
look down and just
just
like,
covered in
Rita.
sand.
Oh, yeah. It's like, what are you? That explosion, Russ? You see, like, Russ just kind of peels his face off the sand. Like, Nox, did you get in the water yet?
Say
I'm
yes.
But I'm entirely covered in like sand because
You could wash off, and he grabs him like by the face as he's talking, and like
He
yeets
just
him into
teams
the
rocket
water.
him.
Yeah. Oh shit. No, okay, then Russ realizes his mistake and tries to like catch him while he's in
Volleyball
the
time.
air. Yeah. Yeah. Like... Alright. Oh shit. Oh god, no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then
Can I
Splash.
can I freeze the surface of the water? Like not the entire thing, but just a part of it, and I can stand on it. Yeah, it is ice only.
but it's still a 22. 21. So
Actually,
as a Russ is like laughing, and then he jumps back in the water and starts like horse playing around with Moira, Steven, and Eudora again.
Yeah.
Moira's in the
No,
water.
I've been in the water the entire time.
Steven's in the water because he's forced to.
Moira.
Wait, I gotta like say a thing because
Oh, I'm sorry, my
I've been
bad.
meaning to say this for like the past 5 minutes. But she hasn't like put her back to you guys, and she's been like in motion every time you would be able to see her back. And it turns out the bathing suit doesn't really cover her back, so like it's on full display, and like you
Your
can see a
shoulders.
bunch of scars, and like there's this massive tree of life tattoo on her back. And she has a lot of like these scars that kind of look like they came from a whip.
Just kind of.
But she doesn't seem to notice that they're there, and she doesn't seem to like care.
I don't think Russ would notice. I'm gonna shut up.
I don't notice either.
Fuck. Oh, Russ would notice the tree though. It's like
I'm just pointing out that those things are there.
Yeah. Russ, he gets back and he starts horse playing with you guys, and he turns to Moira and he sees the world champions like, you have Yggdrasil on your back. Truly, you are connected. Where did you learn about it?
What are you talking about?
Yggdrasil.
What? Where?
A giant tree on your back.
I have a giant tree on my back?
Yeah, you do. It's really cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I have it on my back too.
See it.
And he points to his back where you see the the one-eyed old man hanging from a tree. That probably looks very similar to the one on your back. See?
That's interesting. Oh, and
I don't know. It's up to Hero.
yeah, it's a tree of life on our back.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Wait,
about.
are we talking about the thing on her
Does it look like
now? Yes, basically.
this? Alright.
She also has like
Wasn't
a
he a conclave?
Celtic knot type thing going around her left bicep.
Yeah, this is kind of what Russ's looks like. Kind of funnily enough. Something like this, just with a dude hanging from it upside down.
Alright.
And it's like, and then Russ leans over, is like, dude, let's have a chicken fight.
Chicken fight?
Yes. Did you not do those? Back in my home, we lived on this beautiful island during the summer months. Between hunting the sea monsters that live nearby, we'd swim around and we'd have fights. I don't know why they're called chicken fights, but pretty much one person gets on one's shoulders, and you got the top person has to wrestle the other top person off, get them into the water.
I don't think I've ever done that.
It's really fun. Come on.
I'm outside of the water.
I'm in.
I am on the
Currently,
water.
everybody
In
but
the
Rita and
water.
Vedic are out in the water.
No, I'm outside.
Yeah, and then Yohogan is like kind of near Rita and Vedic.
Just imagine he
I'm on
got
the water.
splattered by the sand explosion, so now he's really grumpy that all of his food got sandy.
I'm in the shallows.
Okay. Hmm.
Russ, do you,
You guys
feel
feel that?
bad?
Oh, I thought that was you.
Why?
Can floating islands have earthquakes?
Uh, giant enemy crab.
Crab cake.
Does it look kind of spider?
Is it a black crab? Because those exist. Okay. Wait, king crab? Their legs are hell. Have you seen a king crab? Have you seen how long and
They're
thin their
huge,
legs
dude.
are?
They're huge.
They also taste really good.
Okay. Beautiful.
Wait. Yeah,
Russ just
what
kind of
about-
stands
what
there
about the-
and starts smiling ear to ear.
What the fuck is that?
Russ doesn't even hesitate, launches out of the water, fist like reared back, and punches it square in its mouth, I guess. All right.
Is it
Am I
like
proficient in fists?
Wouldn't you
I
be
feel
at
like I do.
disadvantage because of water?
I jumped out. It's up to Mag.
Wouldn't
Okay.
that also be acrobatics?
I don't have a weapon for it. I'm just gonna use headbutt.
I mean, if you jumped out of it.
Oof. That's a double one. Russ is like laughing his ass off as this is going. He's like hyped up. So that's two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Loki, does he do that to me?
That's what I was thinking of.
Between each thud, you like, he's like, you go, yeah, yeah, and Russ is still laughing his ass off the entire. He's got like this, like look in his eyes that he's not really there right now.
Steven's just like, God damn it, Russ, and he just starts walking over there. Through
the
the water.
moment everyone like starts going to fight the thing, Moira just goes straight into a skyroot tree.
And as Russ is laughing, he also slowly turns into his tree form too.
And Steven
No,
quickly
hybrid.
becomes Steven.
Yeah.
Steven quickly becomes Steven, which looks exactly like Steven.
You approach me?
Fine.
Nice. Okay, cool. As Russ is flying up, can I take like a reaction to try like reach out my roots and grab back onto it? And like swing around and use my momentum to like drop kick it? Yeah. Yeah. I stretch out my arm. Yeah. And I'm like swinging around and using my momentum to swing around and drop kick it and like in the side. Yeah. Grapple. Ooh. I have advantage, so it cancels it out because I'm raging.
No, ignore. My bad.
Plus 14.
Oh no, Nox is
So
just
I guess
squatting down, watching.
I guess when Russ kind of gets thrown off and starts like latching back on, and Moira will just like run forward and just use her thorn whip to kind of try and like wrap it around something to pull herself onto the thing. In Skybrit form. Thorn Whip is a cantrip. Yeah. It's piercing. Alright. Fine, then I'm in my base form.
Oh. How much damage did my drop kick do as I like use its momentum as it threw me and I like kicked it? Yeah, I don't know how much damage that'd do. Okay. Yeah. Ah, fuck. I can't find it. My bad. Oh, thanks. Wait. Yeah. Cool.
Moira still has a whip wrapped around one of its legs, right? Okay, so she like uses it to like pull herself, so she's kind of like flying towards it, and aims one of her feet for its head. Like she's gonna try and do a massive like flying kick to the head. I never let go of the whip. So basically it's like, take this, and then I like, whoa shit, and I just land in the water.
While the other two are distracted by the crab, Steven has basically been letting strands and strands of nose hair come out of his nose, basically making like a thick cloud of nose hair in front of him. He's now very close to the crab, and he's like, nose hair restrict, and then he lets all of his nose hair try and grapple onto each leg. Oh, grab? Okay. Shit, let's grapple again. Yeah, that's what I was gonna click either way.
Oh, nice, dude. You got a plus 14? Holy shit. I imagine I am. Yeah, I'm like on its back. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh boy. Can I jump off in front of the crab? Alright, cool. I jump off and then you see like Russ, he's got like this shit-eating grin on his face. And he starts chanting in like a language you don't recognize. And he starts growing inside. Can I go back to my 40-foot, like this? I won't be able to attack this turn, but I grow back into like my 40-foot form, and you see that one of his hands just transforms into a massive sword that is as tall as he is normally. Yes. I now have, I believe, 1 rage point, yeah.
May I ask a question, Mag? Is, how restricted is the king crab currently with the nose hairs?
Steven has a sword?
He meant Russ.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Roll for hit. Oh, sick. I just like, I come down in a big arc and I just try slice at it. Roll damage. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Russ still doesn't notice, as like his hand is now gone. He's still like, he's just laughing in like a deep booming laugh right now.
As
Do I take
this
any
is, like,
damage from that, hero? Okay. I got you. What type? Piercing? Alright, cool. So that's half to 10.
As this is like happening, before I go for another attack, I just look over to Steven and go, "What do you think about lobster for dinner?"
Sounds great, but this is a crab.
Either
You
way,
did it right.
Either way, it's in a shell and it'll taste good when we cook it.
Fair point. Steven will attempt to tighten his nose hairs around the leg. Like even tighter.
And Eudora.
I imagine they just have popcorn, like, woo!
Yeah.
So
Well, like,
rocking.
does this ha-
Rita has reformed into her normal form from her puddle, and has gone back to her spot shade.
I'm just still trying to get Rita's attention.
No mind to the giant tower. Yeah, it's fair.
No, I'm just busy grilling.
Well, like, here's the thing. Like, I'm facing Rita, right?
Yep.
Oh, you don't even notice?
Yeah, I'm not noticing this.
By the way, as the crab,
It's like a how tall is the crab, by the way?
the crab is like 20 feet tall.
Okay, so I think how tall am I in this big ass mode? 40?
You're like in the hybrid.
up to you.
In the
It's
hybrid.
like a kaiju
Yeah.
battle, man.
And
It's
like I spent like a while like growing it like I did, like growing my legs and shit.
Yeah. Because of like the amount
You
of
like face to face, yeah.
because the amount of times like you were like imagine
Yeah.
growing your legs. It's as if
Oh,
you're adding
right,
extra
yeah.
height to your shoes. If that makes
Okay.
any sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
In hybrid form at least. And
Yeah.
so at this point you're still 15 feet tall. So this thing
Gotcha.
is like This thing is
It's like 5 feet taller than me. Yeah.
basically, and you're just and immediately. Give me a second. Give me I want an intelligence check from you, buddy.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh no.
Just do it.
Oh,
You
that's not too
instinctively want to wrestle the fuck out of this thing.
You see Russ, his hand is kind of grown back by this point. He sees the nose hair, and he just kind of runs on, like, he, how do I even, okay, so he grabs part of the crab that's, like, got his nose hair, and I'm trying to suplex the fucking crab. Like,
Okay.
Russian suplex, you know that move where
Yeah,
you
yeah, I
lean
know.
back and you, like,
I know what you're trying to do. Make me an athletics check.
Alright. Does his nose hair help me at all with this?
Yes, it does. Also, Moira, what would you like to do as well? Oh, but that crit.
Perfect.
Combo
I'm
attack. Y'all can.
gonna-
Yeah, Moira, you can combo in an attack if you want.
I'm gonna try and use my whip to like pull me on top of the damn thing again,
Mhm.
and use Thunder Wave on.
Oh my god! As you're like all just proactively just attacking this thing simultaneously, Russ, you Russian suplex the fuck out of it. The crab shell just starts to break and fracture a bit. Steven, because of the grip of your nose hair, it's crushing the crab slowly and actually surely. However, the final blow that actually completely just destroys this crab is as Moira is holding onto the crab, Russ is holding onto the crab, Steven's nose hair is attached to the crab. You feel yes, roll. As you feel an electric sensation just kind of pulsating through.
What song is this here? I like this.
Fairy Tale.
Okay.
As the electricity like pulses through, you guys end up taking the recoil damage. It's halved though. However, the crab just immediately, it's knocked out. It's gone.
Collapses.
It's dead. Yeah, it collapses. As Steven, you feel the resistance completely gone from this crab.
Steven quickly after releases his nose hairs and makes it swoop back to his nose.
Yep.
Can I make a wisdom saving throw quick to see if I calm down?
Oh yeah, sure.
Or something? Yeah. Saving throw or just check?
Saving throw.
Alright, it's up to you.
Calm
if I
down.
Myron's just like,
That was fun. And I go back to my normal form. Hey guys!
Moira's just like standing on top of the crab and going like, "Look, we caught dinner."
I like pick up the crab from the shell and like
Great
carry it
job.
back to Yehogan.
No.
I'm sitting on the crab as he's dragging it.
Wow. That's
Steven just like runs up to the crab and stands on it next to Moira.
that's a lot of meat, huh, Russ?
Yeah, should be enough, I think.
I turned around and go like, oh shit, crap.
I mean, I hope I could fit all of this on the grill, but this might last us for days.
Unless it goes bad again.
and as the crew wrestles their food to death, is there any? Yeah, you can do one more thing.
You know, like I'm very tired of shaking Rita, trying to get her to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Has Rita responded yet?
No, this whole time Rita has been not responding whatsoever.
Jeez.
She can be very resistant.
You want a story? You want to know something? Used to be this kid I knew. You know, he and his mom always being together. His dad was far away. Every now and then he'd come back with those gaps. I hung with the kid. He was a pretty cool dude. He never really told him. Like, whenever I asked, he said his dad worked far away. One day, he told me that. Oh, wait. Let me.
Alright, go.
One day, he told me that there was that every time, it always felt like he was never gonna see him again. I told him, act on. And he did. He went to go see his dad after that. Alright? Like, just say the truth. I know I'm not good at telling stories, but can you at least tell me what's wrong?
As you hear just Rita sigh, like, out of nowhere. This whole time, I've been alone. My whole life, I've been alone. And joining the People's Voice was actually the first time where I had to work with people. I've never really surrounded myself with this many people before. And so, after a while, I thought for the first time, maybe this group is something that I can allow myself to be accepted into.
Bless you.
Thanks.
But I don't think that's how it's going to be for me. 'Cause it just seems like every single time, in the end, I'm always alone.
What about now?
Now, it is just like that.
Really?
Maybe because of
how?
what I've done in the past. The world just wants me to be alone.
The fact that I stood here for the longest time shaking you to say something means you're alone. I want you to really open up, Rita. But it's on you to really see if they've opened up.
I don't know. I don't really think anyone's really opened up to me.
You know that kid?
I don't know that kid, no.
He grew up to be a really fine captain of a ship.
I see. Good for him.
Oh, for fuck's sake, that's me. Jesus Christ. Okay? Jesus.
Can that laugh be canonical?
No.
Aw.
No, it's not. It's not. No, it's not. I'm sorry, guys, but Rita just doesn't respond after that, and kind of just stares off in the distance.
Come on, let's go have some crab. And, like, I drag her over to get some crab.
She resists, but I'm assuming you're just using your full force.
And as like
Yeah, Russ also kind of just tries to yeet you guys into. And then, sorry, one thing. This will be 2 seconds.
That's fine.
Russ was kind of like listening into your story, and after he yeets you in, you see, he just kind of takes a step back and starts walking away. That's it.
And as the crew, the People's Voice, the group, whatever, the band of merry misfits continue on their journey and saving an entire civilization through an Olympic-styled sport event.
Oh right, we were doing that.
We're gonna leave the People's Voice in the next session. And with that, the session
Knox
is
still
over.
stranded in the water.
Shut up. And with that, we end off the session. Bye, everyone.